Ta-da!
Only a certain amount can flow through it. Mine is at like the 250,000 range, is its max. But between the new furnace and the sinks of water heater, I'm at the 280,000 range.
Ta-da!
I put the natural gas grill in the, which it already can't handle. Put a natural gas grill on the back porch that I want to. I'll take it up to like 340,
There we go.
350. I called Dominion Energy today, like, oh, okay. After being on hold for 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes?
Yeah, only 10 minutes. That was step one. I explained what I was like. I'm like, okay, I'm going to send an email to the techs who will get back to you in 24 to 48 hours to talk to you about it. I'm like, okay. So I waited for 10 minutes for you to send an email to some other. Okay, all right. Their bureaucracy.
Sure.
That's what it is. Tech finally calls me. So it actually took less than 24 hours. Tech calls me. He's like, so what I see here is that you want to change your meter because you're putting in the tankless water heater. It's like, okay, I'm submitting a ticket for that. You'll hear back from a person who will come or who will call you and evaluate what you need in 15 to 20 days.
Oh my gosh.
And then,
So many
if
hoops
you
to jump
do need
through.
a change, he will schedule when that work can get done.
So like in 3 months, you might have an updated.
I don't know, right? I don't know if my furnace and water heater come on at the same time. They'll both like gutter and die because they're trying to split the gas. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. I got
You gotta mic up.
I don't think we're gonna want to hear what's going on over there.
You gotta mic up.
If I'd remembered, I'd have brought a blazer so I'd have some lapel to clip it to. I don't have a beard.
I got my own built-in one.
Yeah, not all of us are special.
Not as laws.
I'm in that in all of the ways.
Yeah.
Special.
You're just mean. That's what you are.
Yeah, I think that's what my daughter's English teacher thinks now too. Just me. Well, you're an idiot. There's a difference.
Oh, I had some
I'm
really
not
bad.
idiot. You're incompetent.
I had some really incompetent bad teachers. me and my mom combined got one fired. It was a math teacher,
Ooh.
actually.
That's what I'm hoping for with this English teacher.
Well, it's funny because, like, first off, because it was middle school actually. When I don't know if they still do this, but when I entered or was getting ready to enter middle school, they had me like take a math test to place me in what level of math I was going to be in. But they essentially swapped my test with somebody else by accident.
No.
And so I got put in like very beginner math. Which like 2 years later, they're like, oh, oops. We had like a review of systems and we found out that you were supposed to like start like 3 math levels higher than you are. Sorry.
Government institution.
It was like 2 or 3. I can't remember. But anyways, so I'm like at this really low level math teacher who already just like, it seems like she kind of hates her job. But she was like losing all of my assignments. To where my parents were like convinced that I just wasn't turning any of them in. But we never got a return of our assignments from her. She would grade them and then just keep them, which was great because you never got feedback. But that's just how she would do stuff, you know, because that's the way to learn math. but we started like taking like all these like scans of my homework and all this stuff, so that we like had proof that I like finished it and all this stuff, and like essentially built this like case folder of like proof that I was like actually doing my homework and all this stuff, and we were like the like 12th parent to complain or whatever like
geez.
that. And with like all the like, quote unquote evidence we presented, we got her fired. It was funny.
Wow.
Good.
Well done.
But it was like, I was already in a math class.
Oh,
I was like,
oh,
bored
but
to death
Brandon,
and-
they don't get paid very much. How can you expect them to keep track of your homework?
no kidding. It's
We're
just
supposed
so
to.
hard.
I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to just abide by any of the stupid shit teachers do because they get paid so little.
Yeah.
You guys have met my daughter, right?
Yeah.
My oldest daughter?
Yeah.
Got a good view of her and her personality?
Oh yeah. She's
Imagine parent-teacher conference with that as your daughter.
yeah.
Every teacher is like, you're Maisie's parent? She's the best. Oh, when I'm having a bad day, I'm just glad it's second period and Maisie's here. Right?
What the freak?
All of the teachers, because she's this freaking ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
Bubbly, ray of sunshine. She has more friends than there are in the school. It's like everybody, but she's in a bubble as well, right? So she doesn't realize that she's not normal. I have to turn this on at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Well done.
But the English teacher, this English teacher, the highest grade is a B for many of the students. My daughter has A's in all of her class except English, where she has like a C or D. I think she brought it up to a C minus finally. Not super happy, but I have not done anything all year about it. Where this teacher is just, how come nobody can get, I mean, it's one thing when the kids say, but nobody's getting a good grade. It's like, well, that can't be true. Nobody can get a good grade out of this class. I'm not sure. That's probably just my kid. Like, is she turning in all, turns out she was turning in all her assignments. And the teacher just really is rough on the grading, and nobody's getting a good grade out of it. And my daughter and her friend did an assignment together, and he gave them zeros. So I messaged him.
Okay.
I was like, are you discouraging the students from working together? And in my head, it's like, you know, that's actually a skill they have to develop before they get to college, is like how to work together in a group, study as a group, learn some stuff, right? And like, you're discouraging them working together and learning together? That doesn't, and you gave them zeros? Is this right? He responded with this like, can't win. The answers are the same. Can't tell whether it's plagiarism or not. This was an assessment, therefore there's no cheat. Why is it at home then? Over the course of 3 days, if it's an assessment.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, bullshit, that's an assessment. This is,
It's bad assessment.
yeah, this ain't no assessment. You would do that in class at their desk if that was the case. So, and meanwhile, I also sent an email to the principal. Like, and I explained the rumors thing of like, it may just be kids,
Yeah.
right? That saying that nobody can get a good grade. Like, that really can't be the case. But, Mr. Principal, I want you to go through and check and assess the grades in this class. Is this right? Like, are they really the highest grade anybody can get out of this guy is a B? That doesn't sound like 8th grade middle school.
Yeah, no kidding.
That sounds like English 103 weed out because we don't want you being a lawyer if you can't write a 4-paragraph essay perfectly.
Yeah.
That's what that's who gets those kind of grades.
Yeah.
Not 8th grade English.
Yeah.
I haven't heard back from the principal yet, but parent-teacher conference was yesterday.
Oh, that sounds
You got to meet him.
I told my daughter what I would be telling him.
Well, at least she got a warning.
She was not comfortable and no longer wanted to go to parent-teacher conference. Normally, when I'm going to do
best part is she doesn't have to.
no, right. Normally, when I'm going to do something like this, the wife is all, no, then you're not allowed to go. This one, but she's fed up enough, right? With this,
Where
with
she's
this-
sicking you on
with
them?
this crap, where she's just like, okay,
Get him.
get into the auditorium where they all are. And you just wait in line to go talk to the teacher,
Yeah.
and she's like, there he is.
Get at him.
I'll go talk to those teachers over there
Have fun with
where
that
she
one.
has an A. Right. So I waited in line and I said my spiel. I had taken notes on the things I wanted to cover. Of like, what is going on? You've given them no path to victory. They, at this point, you've taught them to give up because they don't see how to win or how to progress, even to the point of they're not allowed to work together because then they'll get an even worse grade. So they've got no way of winning. So what you've taught them is to just give up because you can't win in my class. He's like, well, what they can do is they can return in things however many times they want. That sounds pretty good, right? Like, have you met these two girls that you're accusing of plagiarism?
Yeah, really.
These two, the thought never even crossed their mind that that was an option. That cheating could have been a possibility, right? I'm like, have you even met them? You've not met these two girls, clearly. And what are you teaching here? Like, they're not learning English. You haven't given them a path to victory. You're just telling me, yeah, you can just keep retrying. Just keep turning in the assignment over and over and over again. And I just stared at him for a minute. Like I do.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all you've got?
Yeah. Well, if they don't like it, they
Yep.
can just turn it in again.
They could just turn it in again
And then again and again and again.
and again. I'm like,
And again. If that's not enough, they can turn it in again.
yeah, that was completely useless. I expected two other outcomes, not
Not the one you got.
Not like I'm
Talking to the wall.
conversing with a wall. I expected like super defensive and it making my daughter's life hell for the rest of the year, and in which case I go, okay, we just don't care what grade you get in that class. This guy's a dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't care what your grade is. Or I expected him to go, oh no, look, there is 10% of the kids have A's, right? The 60% in the middle-ish have B's, B minuses, and then the C's and D's is this last 10, 15%. Look, it all matches and your kid's just not doing English well. Well, he didn't have He didn't have that either.
Yeah.
And there wasn't you know what? During their fifth period when they have PAL, they have a free period, have them come talk to me and we'll walk through. That's not what I got either.
Yeah.
And I didn't get, I'll show you, your kid's going to fail. I didn't get that. I didn't get the other thing. I got,
You can just keep trying. Just completely indifferent about the whole thing.
yeah, completely indifferent. And Andrea is having the time of her life with this.
With all the people that love your daughter.
She had finished with like two of the teachers. One is this, tall, leggy, cute 25-year-old or something who has problems with the boys in her class. Like, no duh. I bet she has problems with the boys in Maisie's class. Between Maisie and the teacher, I bet there's all kinds of problems in that class.
She's doing with all the teachers that are like bringing gifts and like snacks for you for having for allowing your daughter to be in their class.
I finally got to join for like one of the teachers, the teacher that was like, "You are Maisie's dad. I can see it. I'm so glad when she comes. Oh my goodness, when I'm having a bad day, she can really lift the spirits of anybody. She's just always surrounded by her friends. She's just the best part of my day. The 2 teachers in a row that I got to talk to with my wife, that's the response they gave. Not dumbass English teacher.
That's rough. Yeah.
I just don't get it.
I've only ever had one that I'd consider one really good English teacher. And it was like one that didn't focus on, because there's like, it seems like there's 2 different types of like English classes you get. Ones that are like focused on like writing and essays, and ones that are focused on like reading and like
There's
problem
a third.
solving through like.
I'll tell you about the third.
Okay. Like when I say like real ones that like are supposed to like.
Oh,
teach you something.
real ones. Okay.
Like the
This
real
is
ones.
the real English.
There's like a variety, but like the 2 like real English classes you run into.
Oh,
are,
I never
like,
got into a real English class.
Never saw those.
Yeah. Like the creative thinking, reading a story, and like trying to understand what they meant by the book, and like all that kind of stuff, or like essays. And like I had one teacher who, it was in high school. We read, it was the class where you read like Lord of the Flies and 1984 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I didn't read them.
Anyway, yeah.
Somehow.
You didn't read those?
No.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
didn't read Animal Farm either.
I never read Animal Farm.
I don't know how I missed.
Okay.
I was probably in a special reading.
You were probably in a special
English class where they're like,
This one.
these are pretty big words.
Apparently, there's multiple books with the same title of Lord of the Flies. The Lord of the Flies I got was something very different. It was about a person who was trying to literally kill flies in a house and how it was driving them crazy. It was the wrong one.
That's the
I
wrong
don't
book.
think that's.
Very much the wrong
I don't
one.
know
That was
much.
very, very different from the book I read.
Yep.
I don't think that's it.
I know.
Okay, there are 2 types of English teachers. I've
Well, the third
screwed up your.
We
what
care
you're
about
trying
my
to
story
say.
at this point. Let's just end my story.
I've screwed up what you're trying to say enough times already.
Anyways, I had one good teacher that made it really fun, and for those 2 books, he turned it into. He would get like. He wouldn't just like drone at like the front of the class like reading with us. He would like get expressive and talk about different things, but like he would like start like talking about experiences of like being on an island and what you would do, like the survival stuff, and like which of us would you like pick to be in your group. He'd like split us off into groups, and we'd like decide which one of the characters would be best suited to like skills of like surviving and stuff like that. But the funny part about that one is he learned that I had gone hunting and knew how to like skin an elk and stuff like that. He's like, well, then everyone should pick this kid to like hang out with and survive with. And I was just like, I'm being picked out. But
Provide him attention. Everybody focus on him.
Yeah, it was the worst. But the best part is when we got to 1984 book, because he like turned the class into 1984, like Big Brother. Like he was like splitting out people into like rings and like the secret police, to like where you could like tattle on people for like not like reading the chapters they were supposed to.
Yeah.
And like everyone in like the lower levels had like take a test, but at any point you could call out someone from the upper level, and if they couldn't answer the questions because they didn't read it, they'd get like dropped down and you'd get like promoted and stuff like that. It was the craziest thing, but we all got like really into it and like read and was like understood, like having fun with the book. I was actually really surprised at like how much effort he put into like.
So an actual teacher.
Yeah, he was like an actual teacher.
That's weird.
Yeah. It was
I only
great.
had like 2 or 3 of those across 12 years.
Yeah, me too. But it was really cool. It was like the only English teacher I was like, I feel like I actually kind of like learned a little bit from that teacher of like, I don't know, creative thinking and like trying to understand a book.
We had a similar thing. I don't think it had anything to do with that book. They were just, because this was like, I think it was like a history teacher. It was a weird class for special kids. But one of the lessons, it was essentially teaching us about communism. And so it was a little bit like that. We all actually had to wear this blue triangle that we pinned to our shirt like for an entire week and couldn't take it off.
Citizen.
Yeah, and so like everyone in the school was like told they're not supposed to talk to us and things like that, like completely ostracized from the whole school. And like inside the class there was different like groups. I was the Grand Wizard.
Nice.
For a little while.
Wait, what's a Grand Wizard?
That's a great question. I never quite figured that out, but that was it.
That was your title.
I was the Grand Wizard. I just got real lucky. Essentially, like the court jester. I had at one point. I had to dance around the room.
Nice.
To Gangster's Paradise.
Nice.
It was pretty good. But everyone else had to like memorize things and like prove that they had them memorized. If they didn't, they like lost points and stuff like that. So very similar thing.
Yeah. Like
It was a cool experiment.
Like mine was to the point where I was part of the secret police, and I was supposed to like, if I heard people outside of class complaining about the teacher or one of the like people in the inner circles, I was essentially supposed to like tattle on them for like extra points and get them like demoted and stuff like this. It was just like crazy. It's so funny.
It's glad to hear someone else had a weird class like that.
It was really weird, but
I thought it was so strange.
Everyone was either scared to death of that teacher because he was super enthusiastic about everything. Like so it like kind of freaked some kids out, or everyone like loved his class and was like clamoring to get like transferred to it if you didn't get him or whatever, because he just like it was way more entertaining than just sitting there all class drone reading the book and taking a test. But anyways,
no, I had I was in a series of very special classes for special kids. My English classes were always just like even in high school, it was just spelling words.
Oh.
And they were pretty
easy words.
Pretty easy words.
pretty standard, normal conversation words.
Yeah. And then aside from that, we had to do homework from other classes. So it was like a study class.
Oh, okay.
For real special kids.
Free period where you also learn how to talk.
Yeah.
Fair.
So there's the third English class.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh, good times. It was always the same group of kids though, all through junior high and high school. We always knew that every year we were going to have this special class together, and in each grade it was a different teacher that had to deal with us. We were the weird problem,
the problem children.
Stupid kids.
Fair. I think that's the last English class I had that was just about reading. I think every single class I had after that was all about essay writing, which I hate. My least favorite thing. Anyways, we got this scenario.
We have a board game.
With things set up and ready to go. I figure this is probably the orientation we want us to be, placement-wise.
Okay. Yeah, that looks cute. So what's going on here in this?
We are in a back alley brawl, is what it's called. And the goal is to kill all non-city enemies.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, there's a special
Wait.
letter.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is somebody a city enemy right there?
This is the final fight? This is what it's all come down to?
This is our last.
This is our last battle?
Okay, yeah, so at some point, there are no city guards yet.
Okay.
These are bandit ones. This is a
It's like a
Inox.
sauce or something. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Inox. But as soon as the city guards show up, they will be our enemies, which means we can't attack them. They are enemy to everything else. But if one of them dies, the scenario is lost.
If one of the city guards dies?
Guards or archers. There'll be city guards and archers. And they are basically, they'll try to kill anything, us included. But if
But we have to protect them.
But if one of them dies, we lose.
Fine.
Do they count as allies?
No, because they're enemies.
So they're going to attack us?
Yes.
But we want to attack everything else except them.
We want to kill everything but them, but they're going to try to attack everything, including us.
Great.
Are you sure you read it right?
I'm sure I read it right. Yep. They are enemies to you and all other monster types. You may attack them, but if a city guard or archer is killed, the scenario is lost.
I can't really see, is Krusty only adjacent to one guy?
Just one right now. But that Enoch, it'll probably move up to hit Krusty.
Is there a square for that?
Yeah, right here, there's an empty square.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay. So if I go a little slower. Choices.
We're going to get Cray Cray up in here.
Crepes?
Yeah. Because remember how we raided the store?
Oh. Yeah. Should I have brought this ring? Oh.
We're gonna get real
I'm gonna
crazy.
bring the ring.
I have the ring instead of a healing potion.
Fair.
We're just gonna start off with
Jeez.
some fun things. Let's see.
Oh my
Are
gosh.
any of them in a good
I
formation?
could do like 3 rounds in one, potentially.
So I could, if you'd rather just like lay into that elite, I could just delete that normal that's right next to you right now.
Oh. Does he have a shield?
The elite?
Yeah.
No, but he has retaliate. He has a retaliate of 4.
I see.
The elite does?
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Which means I should actually probably lay into him instead of what I was about to do. To help you kill him quicker. Actually.
No. I think I'm going to start off with my simple attacks and just see how things evolve.
Yeah, I'm going to range attack him and try to give him at least a wound.
Pretty quickly. Wait, are you deleting the normal or range attacking the elite?
I think I better start going after the elite. Because he'll kill Krusty pretty quickly with that retaliate of 4. If I don't help.
I'll start working on that normal.
So I'm not going to delete.
Are these the cards? Yeah.
I changed my mind.
We're gonna go balls to the wall.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
I always say keep your balls in your pants, but
All the way to the wall.
that's an option sometimes. You're just imagining his balls on the wall, aren't you?
No, the song started going through my head. That matched that way too well.
Two windows, two walls.
Yep, that's the
Oh my
one.
gosh.
Oh, you.
Yep. Yep.
I wish I could just mute this for everyone.
Mute
Sorry.
us? Well, oh, mute.
You can't whisper
Apologize.
anymore because you still got the mic. They
Oh
can say
crap!
more whispers.
It still hears me,
Yeah, your whispers are coming through loud and clear.
but they know that I was trying to keep it from them.
Yeah, that's the
Sure.
important part.
Okay.
And
I'm locked in.
I'm trying to lock everybody down at once,
Yeah.
but I can't.
the audio from our last podcast was really jacked up.
Oh no!
Really? Like the Discord recording or the?
Yeah, the Discord one only has half of your audio, so I had to pull the.
Did you try downloading one of the other formats?
Yeah,
Okay.
half of it's just gone.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. That was the biggest problem, and so what I had to do is pull your audio from your video file, But the thing is, it was set to pick up Discord, so it's you, and then also
my audio's
Discord.
picking up Discord.
It was. So
I changed that.
So anytime anyone else was talking, I had to cut
Mute
it,
him.
mute you.
No.
It's all done. I did it all yesterday. It's
I
all
need
good.
to change that. I thought I changed that. I wonder if it undid
It
itself.
must have undone itself. Yeah.
Oh, when I moved my computer, all my audio settings got messed up,
Oh.
and I had to reset a bunch of audio settings, and I bet that got reset.
Yeah. So if you, I know you won't listen to it, but at some point you might. And if you do, and you're like, why?
Why am I so?
My mouth is moving, but nothing. It's because there's a conflict of when you are talking at the same time as someone else is talking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair.
You just got muted.
He had to choose who was the more important person to listen
And I
to.
wasn't that.
And you lost.
Yep.
That's fair. Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird that I lost it.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Very weird.
It's an additional turn at a different speed.
At a speed of the new cards.
Yeah, that's important.
So do you think we'll have the new game next week? Maybe.
Talking to Brandon about the lack of detail on this shipping going on.
So it's possible, but
It's kind of.
I don't know.
So is it like not even like? It's not even like UPS or FedEx. Do they just have them and they're like, okay, now what are we gonna do next? Now
no,
who's
it's been
gonna
marked
deliver
as
these?
shipped.
It was organized well in advance, where every country has a designated shipper and distribution center where all the containers went to, and a specific shipping carrier in the U.S. that's handling it. But I didn't recognize the name,
Oh no.
and when I go to the tracking, it says. First, it showed up as tracking that they received information that they would receive a box eventually to send to me. And then a week later, I got, probably wasn't a whole week, I exaggerate. Several days later, I got the tracking updated to, hey, we have the box, we've scanned it. And
That's it.
And the final destination is this address. Because, like,
Okay.
right? The things we're used to of like, it's in transit. It got, this distribution center has it now. They scanned it in. Oh, it's out on the truck this morning and UPS has it and it's on its way to Vegas. And then, oh yeah, we scanned it into Vegas that night, 4 o'clock in the morning, we scanned it onto a truck. And
Right.
that is not what I'm getting. That's not it. But we may have to have a cleanup time. We will have to clean this up when I get it.
Yeah.
Clean up
And
podcast game night.
that doesn't sound like a good podcast to me, but all kinds of things happen on the tubes that I'm not interested in.
Basically, we keep talking like we normally do, but in between talking, instead of playing a game, we're just cleaning this
We
up.
clean up. And then at some point we need to actually get the other one out. I don't think there's a lot of punch out. Like this one had an hour worth of card punch out, right? Or more. And sorting of cards and all of the nonsense. But the other one I think will be pretty simple to get out, but we have no idea how to play it. I've read the instructions.
I should probably go
I
back
don't-
and try to do that again.
I don't know.
I should try again.
It starts making more sense about halfway through, but without the cards and doing it has like a tutorial mission even. So it's like without doing that, I don't think we'll really get it.
No.
But I am locked in. I'm
Okay.
locked in.
Yep.
There we go. Guards get a move and a ranged attack. The Enoch guard gets a move and a ranged attack. The bandit archer gets a ranged attack that can target 2 people, and that is it.
What's their fastest?
It's 35.
Oh yeah, let's wreck these dudes.
I am at 16
I'm at 9 right now.
14.
right now.
Yeah.
9.
This is
Go ahead,
going to be a
9.
great round.
Go 9.
Okay. I'm going to start singing. You all have a shield of 1.
Okay.
I move to here. And then
Oh, I need like shuffle cards. I should probably make sure I didn't have any blesses. Unless you're about to give me a bless.
I am about to give you a bless.
Okay, then just
so
don't give me
remove your
one.
blesses. Oh, just you have already got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to recycle blesses.
You get 2 blesses.
Ooh.
Let's put that guy right there. He gets a bless. And give them 5 curses.
Jesus.
Wow.
We're gonna have some real fun with these guys.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna use my ring already.
Nice.
I have a new turn.
What's your speed?
I go at 25.
Okay. It's now Krusty's turn.
The freak.
Yeah. We're going crazy up in here.
He's already using the ring. Wow.
Well, then now technically, it's a new turn, and my summon gets to go. At the start of my turn, my summons go, right?
That's interesting.
This is going to be great.
Okay, Krusty attacks.
I like this ring.
Yep, bandit number 5.
Doing 2 damage.
Okay.
Make some room here. Then I will. Let's do this one. Attacking it again. Doing 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I will attack it again. Doing null damage.
Nice.
Yay. That's it.
Okay. It's now my turn. I'm going to add +2 to my attack and then do a ranged attack against the Elite Enoch for 6 damage, and I add a wound. Okay. And then it is your turn, Wes.
Okay. My summon goes. Who's fastest?
It'll attack the bandit guard number 1.
Okay. So he does 4 damage.
Okay.
And then what are these guards? Guards 1 and 5 are stunned. And the Enoch number 2 is stunned.
Okay.
And these 3 are disarmed. The archers are all disarmed.
Oh, shit. Okay. Fair.
There we go.
Okay.
That was my turn.
Okay, those guards can't go.
Too bad I only had to use the ring once. I wish I could
Turn, can't do
bring
that.
it back.
This one is going to attack your summon at range
Yep.
for
He's the only one who can do anything.
4 damage.
And you know what? I decided that he doesn't do any damage. Well, no, it's only 4.
4.
And he has a shield, so it takes 3. I can do 3. 3's fine.
And then nothing else can go, so that's the end of the round.
Yay.
That was great.
That's how you do your first round.
That is an item worth giving up a heal for.
That guy never even moved up. Alright.
Yeah, he was stunned.
Yeah,
And he wouldn't have either way because he was ranged.
I stopped everything.
Okay.
So,
And what I'll
for
do-
some reason, I'm trying to help Wes by not letting you get mad at him for what he did. I don't know what came over me. I'll do better next time.
I don't get mad. I just get even.
I might, unless Krusty's planning on jumping into the middle of that.
I'm dead inside, so everything's fine.
Are you thinking of jumping into the middle of that?
You know,
Because if
No.
not, I will to disarm them all.
no, I can't jump over him. I could if I. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
Okay.
which ones are you disarming?
These 4. I'm gonna be jumping right in there and hitting all of them.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to stun the other 2 archers that you're not.
Okay.
I deserve a donut for that round, I think.
You deserve a donut.
I think I deserve a donut. I have a headache, though.
Which means you should probably eat a couple.
Yeah.
Because because
Just a
what
mouth
really helps
full
with
of
a headache
Donut.
There's more sugar.
is sugar.
Yeah.
Helps the medicine
I wonder
go
if it's
down.
because I've been inhaling natural gas.
Been huffing that all day?
Well, there's a situation going on with the bottom of that water heater where I can't get the pilot light on. I discovered if I blow in there a lot while having the pilot gas going, it's either drying out something or fixing the wind pattern or something in there. 'Cause even when the flame's going, it is not a standard. It's not a normal pattern. There's something wrong with the air pattern in there. Where in order to, I have to be down and like blow into the combustion chamber, and sometimes I'm lucky enough to get the pilot light on.
Are you turning your head away when you breathe back in?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Not every time.
Not every time?
Sometimes I get frustrated that it's not going very well, and I'm just like breathe in some natural gas. I would have expected it to be more high and not just a headache, but apparently that's not how natural gas works.
Did you have any moments where you were suddenly in a different position?
No, no.
How did I get
So
here?
it didn't go far enough to have passed out.
You weren't like suddenly
That's
like
probably-
face down or like on your back all of a sudden and been like, well, that was weird, and went back to trying to get the pilot light working?
That's probably tomorrow's adventure. when I redo the plumbing lines or something, or the gas lines. We'll see.
I'm locked in.
I locked in.
Me too.
Okay. Bandit Archer does a move and a range attack. Bandit Guard does a move and an attack. And the Enoch Guard does a move and an attack. I'm at a speed of 2.
11.
32.
Okay. So, I shall move up to here, poisoning everything around me. And then I will attack everything around me. Also
Ooh.
disarming them.
Wow.
So first, the Elite Enoch. I will attack for no damage.
No.
And I take 4. And then I will attack the Bandit Guard number 1. Hey, times 2
Okay.
That's better.
for 9 damage against him. And then the other Enoch, I will attack for 6 damage, which actually turns into 7 because of the poison. And then Archer number 6, I will attack for 4 damage. Turns to 5 with the poison. And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. That is it for my turn. It's now your turn.
Okay. Summon attacks whoever's fastest. Is that guard 1? Again, probably.
Archer. Yeah, guard 1.
He takes 5 damage.
He'd be dead.
Yes. And then I heal my summon. And stun the 2 archers at the back, number 2 and 5.
Okay.
Wait, something's wrong here.
Oh yeah.
That's much better. I like the look of that a lot better. I did it like last week. Now it was your turn.
Now it's my turn to do it. Well, you know.
Yours is the one with the weapon. I know we went over this.
Look, I don't know.
Recently.
Well,
You're the one with the weapon.
Well, it's funny because like you even have like a really big hat. Mm-hmm. And I
They look
have,
nothing alike.
And I have like a much wider stance.
I know, they're just not the bear.
Just not fair.
The only thing that triggers in my head with those 2 action figures is that It's not the bear.
Well, and it's like every other figure
Not
has
crusty,
something.
not crusty, crusty.
Well, every other figure I've had has been like drastically different. Like the
Yeah.
quartermaster had like a bunch of spears coming off him. The Sawman had the saw dick that was pointing out the front.
Saw dick. This is dagger with breastises.
Yeah.
Will that help?
But yours has breastises too.
It's the breasts.
She really.
It's the breasts that
I
are
don't know if the
confusing.
misses have the breastises as much.
Yeah, she's got some.
Not as much as.
They're not as big as mine.
No.
So my boobs are bigger than yours.
Yeah, you've got bigger breastises.
Yes.
Dagger and knockers. That's how.
Dagger knockers.
That's how I identify your figure from mine.
When you guys retire, you're creating some sort of company called Dagger and Knockers.
Dagger knockers. Yeah. Let's go to business
It's a band.
together. We'll have a guard. Guard named Krusty.
We've got a guard named Krusty. It's our band called Dagger and Knockers.
Dagger and
No.
That's a great band name.
Krusty will be like our bouncer at like the events.
Yeah. One of those really angry feminist bands.
Fair. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh my gosh.
No. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I really distracted myself.
The archers can't do anything. It is now Krusty's turn.
Okay, Krusty attacks. Doing 3 damage.
Okay.
He's still kicking.
He's got 6 hit points left.
Okay. Let's do this. I will attack again, doing 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I will move into that space that's empty next to Krusty. Thank you. And then I will attack this was a dumb idea. Oh well, it's done. Also, I wounded the normal.
Okay.
I'm attacking the elite here. Ooh, I generate earth. It's a little not timed well. -2. I don't do any damage. What does he do to me?
Well, he will take 1 because he's got poison.
Oh, okay.
Unless you were doing negative damage.
I was distributing 0 damage.
Okay. And you take 4.
Okay.
Negative. Is it possible to go negative? I guess.
It probably
I guess
is.
you could.
It was 2 -2. So
I haven't attacked it as 1, so I guess you could go negative. Does that heal them?
Yeah. I've been healing lots of enemies over there. I'm just kidding.
Okay, now I can attack in an area. I'm attacking both of them. So we'll start with the elite. And I'm doing 4 damage.
You take 4. It takes 5.
Alright, and I attack the normal for 3 damage.
It's dead.
There we go.
The damage actually just rolls over to like 9,000 or
Oh,
999.
because it's.
When you go negative.
Because they're unsigned integers,
Yeah.
so it rolled over.
That's not the right term. I couldn't remember the right term. It's got a term for it.
Is that
Anyways,
the buffer overload? Not really.
no, it's got a specific name for when that happens, and I can't remember what it is. Anyways, is that the end of your turn?
It was nerd stuff. Don't listen to
Yes,
him.
that was really nerdy.
That was deep nerdy.
And the worst part is that when good jokes involving that come up, I laugh really hard because I find them really funny. Okay, now the guards go. Both of them are disarmed, but this one suffers a wound. And that is the end of the round.
We did it.
Yay.
Okay.
I need to take my potions this
I
time.
didn't bring. Oh, I did.
I don't like where I'm standing
There's
anymore.
still a few of them alive, it looks like.
Are you going to be stunning it all again?
I am very stunning.
Well,
Am I going to stun the enemies? No.
you all know I'd never mean it like that.
I could do something.
I have stopped them for as many rounds as I can now. From here, we rely
I
on
guess for 2 rounds they've done no damage.
nothing. They've sat there doing nothing except for like one guy around. Now it is their turn. I can maybe put a few more curses into them and hope for the best. But you shouldn't be hurt yet, because I'm not even doing my healing song. Because the only person really hurt is probably... Wait, you're taking retaliate.
No, we're taking retaliate damage.
I've gotten damaged.
Yeah, we're getting hurt. And I'm tempted to continue getting hurt by helping Krusty deal with this elite. So we can...
I'm about to do a trick.
Turn in tricks, that Krusty.
I need to do it fast, though.
Oh, I can't spot... Oh, wait, do I even have that card?
Oh, I can do it.
Oh, there's no empty spaces.
I can't. I don't even have that card. I was about to say, I kind of want to point at this Enoch and just delete him, because he also has a retaliative too.
I'm going to jump into that empty space in between
This one?
everything. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
And then go crusty on everything.
Yeah.
I like it when things go crusty. I'm going to put more curses on them, and so they really will have less chance of doing much to you.
So
I'll start doing some healing later. Oh, I can't. Oh, it messes up my cards. Wait, something's wrong. Why do I have 4 cards left?
Use my
I
wand.
did it again.
Did you bring more cards than you were supposed to?
Damn it. Let me count.
How long have we been playing this game?
6. Okay, what has to go away?
3 whole years.
Still think
I messed up.
you're supposed to follow this number right here, Wes.
I messed up.
Whoops-a-daisies.
Did you
Hello?
went up again?
Um,
That makes more sense for me to have 3 cards left. But they are not good.
I guess I'll start
Makes
attacking this
sense.
other Enoch.
You guys really might get hit now. Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna do my stamina this round too. I'm gonna run out of stamina much earlier because I took 2 turns in one round.
Yeah. Do you want me to go after the elite or the normal with you? Are you doing like multiple everything attacks or
yeah, I'm gonna hit everything.
like multiple times or
At least once. So some things are gonna get a second smack. I'm probably gonna focus on those archers, honestly, because they won't hit me back. I'm not a fan of things that are retaliating. They're really
I think I
grinding.
might go for the elite then.
Well, is my summon gonna deal with him?
Because they're really grinding Krusty down.
No, he still has a lot of health. I guess not a lot.
He's got 9.
He's not gonna die to my summon, but between the 2 of us, he probably will.
So maybe we prevent Krusty from getting hit again by by him.
By the elite. I have no choice. My summon has no choice but to attack him. But
I did get
I
the
hope he does
email,
something.
Emily. I should text her. Okay.
She doesn't watch this.
what email? What meant? She sent pictures today.
Yeah, she's been working on all of our
Was
pictures
it
and
you
stuff.
that sent the 3 pictures from your wedding, or M?
Emily's been sending all
M
the
sent
pictures.
3 pictures of the wedding where it was
Of your daughter and her
Mate,
dress.
her shenanigans. It is just this perfect slideshow of like everybody's great, looking at the camera, smiling.
yeah.
Maisie's down there, flashing the camera.
Phil, she's got her dress and she's like holding it stretched out, taut like this.
Like trying to be fancy.
It does pull it up a bit.
There was a lecture.
But
We
she's
give our
like-
kids a lecture.
Grinning and like
She was smiling. She followed the one instruction I was really clear about.
Smile.
Just keep smiling. If you smile at the camera, the pictures will be over. This is all about, it's my kids that are the slow part of taking pictures, where it's like, we only have to take more pictures because you're doing it wrong. If you just keep smiling and looking at the camera regardless of what's going on,
It'll be over quicker.
they're going to be over. They'll be over real quick. It just flashed colors at me. That scares me.
you probably did this.
Oh.
It responds to hand gestures.
And so she's like holding
Oh
her
yeah, it
dress out to
zoomed
the
in on your
side,
face.
holding her dress out of the side. So the second picture is me down away from everybody else in front of her, talking at her.
Yeah, so there's a picture of you talking
And her
at
face
her.
is still, it's just this little
just-
chubby cheeked face. She's got my face. It was like,
Just grinning as you give her a
still
little
smiling.
lecture.
Still doing the smiling.
Still following the first instruction.
Yeah. And then the third picture is her still smiling, a bigger, goofier smile. But like her hands are like definitely
in front of
folded in front of her. Not touching anything.
Oh, that's great.
It's adorable.
It was really funny. I'm locked in.
So am I.
Same.
Okay. Archers get a move and range attack, and the guards get a move and an attack. I am at a speed of 11.
13.
22?
Okay.
Question?
I really don't want anything to fill in my spot.
The archers will go before you, but
they're
should-
ranged.
Yeah, they won't fill in your
Okay.
spot. They'll just.
This will be fine.
This is fine.
Um.
This is a small map.
Sorry, what number did you say again?
13.
Okay. I will not move and attack the elite for.
Keep drawing. Just keep drawing.
6 damage.
That was a lot of cards for not much.
Turns into 7 because of the poison.
Oh, yeah, he's
and then
toast.
I take 4. Ouch.
You were doing like skeleton level damage. He's toast.
Yeah, I was doing your average. With all those pluses and additions to the cards and everything. Okay, and then I take my 2 stamina potions. Getting a bunch of these back. And then it is your turn.
Alright, the summon attacks that elite. It's muddled, but also takes 6 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
As predicted.
As predicted, average of 6.
It took 6 damage.
Uh,
Now I shall go. And I will prepare to
What?
sing 2 songs.
this is fine.
We got rid of the one that was going to hurt you.
This is great. No, it's good. I just wish I'd known that was going to happen before.
That he's dead?
Yeah, no, this is great.
Yeah, he's dead.
Everything's fine.
Oh, because he's going to move up there on his own anyways.
Yeah, now he's just going to move. I didn't have to put any extra effort in to move him. It's fine.
I want to attack the 2 backline archers. So,
Okay.
elite, which is archer number 2, is cursed. And cursed again. And immobilized. Takes 2 damage and a 3rd curse.
2 damage?
A total of 2 damage. This card isn't about actually
Okay.
damaging.
And then cursed again?
Yeah, so he got a total of 3 curses.
Okay.
And he's immobilized, which won't
Yeah.
matter. And then I attack archer number 5, who takes 2 damage and 1 curse. They should be almost maxed on curses.
You got 9 curses.
So you should survive what happens next.
Yeah. Okay. It is.
And stamina potion. But
Okay.
that's...
It's now the archer's turn, and they are going to all attack me. First one will attack for no damage. Next one for 5 damage. Ouch. The next one at disadvantage of 3 damage. Oh wait, but I have a shield. Still, right?
You are shielded for
Okay.
1.
That takes me up to, yeah, there. And it is now Krusty's turn.
Yay, Krusty. Okay.
Attack the elite.
All right, here he attacks. 3 damage and a wound.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we don't have to completely waste this. I'll just use the default attack on it. A heal. Ooh, I need this heal.
Oh, shoot, that elite poisoned me. Which means I have 1 more damage.
Okay, I do 2 damage to it.
Whatever it was,
2
he
damage?
attacked.
Whatever it is that I attacked, I did 2 damage to.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Let's use this one next. Now I can pick 2 targets.
Okay.
So I've picked one,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm attacking it. Ooh, I heal.
You never know what you're attacking.
That's 3 damage.
Huh? Turns to 4 because you picked the poison one.
Perfect. And
that was
now
very wise,
I'm
Preston.
going after the second target.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, a heal. Oh, that's 4 damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Now, I use my magic wand, which lets me pick another card. I do this one, which I get to attack all adjacent enemies, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
So let's just start with this archer over here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's 5 damage.
Just dead.
Booyah. Perfect. And then the next one, times 2, baby, that's 8 damage.
Nice.
And then the last one is 5 damage.
Nice. It'll kill itself via wound next round.
Very cool. That is, yeah, we'll end the turn there. That's it.
Okay. It is now the Enoch Guard's turn. And it is going to attack me for 2 damage. I'll take 1 of that. Nope, I have poison, so I take both of that. And that is the end of the round.
Nice.
This is gonna be over quick.
You think so?
It might be.
Yeah.
Isn't there somewhere where it's supposed to, like, I guess everything else happens in that last little part?
Once we enter the next room, the thing of the scenario happens.
Okay. Huh. We're just so good.
It's true.
Ooh, a little bit messed up. Should I attack something?
That can help.
I can attack something if you want.
I guess I'll do these 2 cards.
Because they're too far
So-
away for me to stun. Oh, I should move up. There's nowhere for me to
When I was a young warthog,
When I was a young warthog.
very nice. I could clear a savannah after every meal. Sorry, okay.
Are you okay? Are you having an aneurysm?
Constantly. I was just gonna. So when I was younger, like when I, did the sports and things,
Uh-huh.
as a young teenager, I really liked baseball,
Oh, okay.
and I was really good at hitting the ball. I could hit almost anything. Like I would swing at things that were like balls and hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had this force sense. Anyway, I always did these line drives that were really, really nice. And then I got into this competitive baseball league, And the coach there, he liked the way I hit, but he was like, you know what? We need to make it so you're hitting home runs instead. So he fixed the way I swung the bat. So he changed the way I would hold the bat, changed the way my posture, where my elbows were angled right, changed my feet so that they were like just right, and I bent my knees. I could never hit a single ball anytime I did it. And he's like, well, just keep practicing. I practiced and practiced.
It just kind of ruined
and
your stance.
practiced and practiced. I could never hit anything that way. Nothing. Not a single thing. I could never hit a ball again. That was it.
Just push that new stance into your muscle memory.
Yep.
You couldn't get the old one back.
I couldn't get the old one back. I couldn't figure it out. It was gone.
He fixed you.
He fixed me. I was swinging the bat correctly.
It looks nice.
Yeah. Well, there's a
What
weird...
that coach needs to watch? Moneyball.
Moneyball?
Brad Pitt movie.
Oh.
That coach was
sounds
completely
familiar.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Fun movie about math.
I don't think I've seen
okay.
that one.
About math and baseball, which is probably 90% of the people just fell asleep.
I like
When I said,
I'll watch anything.
When I
with
just said there's
Moneyball?
a movie about math and baseball.
Well, when you have to say is that Brad Pitt's in it, and I'll.
Is Brad Pitt
I don't know, because that's...
clenching his jaw a lot?
It's one of those weird scenarios where, like, but for 95% of the scenarios and the kids that he would be working with, what he did was completely correct.
Right? You'd think so.
Yeah.
No, it is because
He-
for 95%
everybody
of the
else.
time, there is like a correct, like really
There
good,
is.
efficient way to
A
do
good
a sport
technique.
and do something that is like the correct and better way to do it like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you spot it other than the fact that you were hitting balls and they were like going well?
Yeah.
How do you make that decision to like not, because oftentimes when you're doing it the wrong way and it's working, you'll hit a skill plateau where you can't go any further because the way you're doing it is just not correct. And so you can't get any better than that.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like a really weird problem of like,
Sure. I didn't hit any home
like,
runs.
when do you,
Never hit any fly balls.
You know what?
no, but
Not a
like,
single time.
He gets on base.
no, but
I got on base
That's
every
the theme
single
of
time.
Moneyball.
No, but
Is that the thing with Moneyball?
If the whole theme is like, but he gets on base.
Yep. I would get on
But
base
he gets on base.
every
He gets
single
on
time.
base.
no matter what. You didn't
That's-
have to throw strikes. I could
Yeah.
get on base. But you're
it's-
right.
But it's fair. It's
And my
I mean,
stance was goofy. It was bad.
But fair.
Because I wouldn't do the whole thing like this. I
You
actually
have no
it
swing.
it actually looked a lot like I was about to bunt it every single time. I just knew how to just pop it. Like I'd pop it real hard, like right where it needed to go.
You've got
It looked
shorter
really
distance
weird.
Yeah.
to be accurate. Too.
Yeah, but I can nail it. I can
You have
pinpoint
less
anything.
time in which to be accurate.
Just it was like more like a whip. I was using the bat like a whip.
yeah. He wanted to put
See,
some
but-
power
But
in.
there's a different plateau of like getting better enough to like hit home runs and like you get to a certain skill level and the ball is like coming faster or at weirder angles, and that's another spot where like technique
Yeah, that's probably true.
improves your skill on that. I don't know. It's a weird problem that I've like
It
heard a lot of different scenarios of like my coach messed it up and I can never get it back or whatever. It's like, man, how do you
yeah.
spot that as a coach and decide when to do stuff like that?
Yeah.
Certain ones you just leave alone.
Yeah, like
Some
which
you
ones do you
just-
just leave alone to do it the way they're doing it? 'Cause
You know who's interesting to watch run? Usain Bolt.
Oh, really?
It doesn't look right, and he's slower than everybody else at that start. That should have been fixed. But damn, that's the fastest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it is this small percentage where it's like, he's taller than all those other sprinters. He's a little gangly. His start off is really slow. He's behind everybody. He's like Secretariat. He's just got this slow start to him. Halfway, 50 yards in, he's going twice the speed of everybody. Didn't
Yeah.
matter. But he's that 0.01% of people.
Sports are so
Nobody
weird that
else is
way.
like him. Nobody else in the world is like him. But the coach, like the little league coaches as well, it's like all they're really going to do is like common, right? Of just fit the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always bugged me and fascinated me at the same time. That little weird quirk that sports has, where like,
I think it translates into other things.
yeah, that's.
So here's why I bring
that's
it
just,
up.
That's just where I see it the most.
Is because now that's a thing that I'm weary of if somebody tries to,
You're wary of it.
yeah,
Are you tired of it or you're aware of it? Are you weary or wary?
wary.
Okay.
I'm aware of it.
Trying to clarify
I try
for the
to watch.
audience.
I'm always.
It doesn't happen to me constantly that I'm worn out. I'm exhausted. Everyone I meet wants to change my behavior.
I'm going to try and fix you.
No, I'm weary of you.
But like
Rightly so.
this QA thing.
You were having.
So like I studied how to do QA and I did my first QA job. I got great results and I had a great way of doing it, right? That worked very well. And this other job, right, that I had, it was very mismanaged completely. So it's not exactly the same thing, but because of the way he was trying to run releases, I was sort of essentially forced to try to do things differently. It just doesn't work. Right? Eventually I quit. So, but now I'm at this point where like, it sort of wore me out. It's a lot worse trying to do it this wrong way so often. So I'm like, well, shit, do I even actually enjoy QA? Was I actually ever good at it? Or do I hate it now just because of the way they were doing it? And so now in my head, I'm like, can I still go back to doing? Are there people that still allow for me to do it this correct way, or if I just go anywhere, it's always just going to be mismanaged like this, and I have no idea. So this is the current battle I've been having in my head is QA just always just a trash job, and I got lucky once my first time, or you know. So anyway,
That's how development is for me right now.
right? I think you got really insanely unlucky
got insanely
hearing the
unlucky for
nightmare
right now.
stories, right? Does it ever put you off like, geez, what the hell am I doing? Like,
Oh yeah,
is this the
I
right
was
thing?
I was like this close, more than a handful of times, of just saying, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go be a warehouse worker, and just zone out for 8 hours with
Yeah.
music, and put stuff away," because I was really really good at that, and I skyrocketed through, like promotions, the three different jobs I did that, to where they were begging me to stay when I told them I was leaving. Like begging me of like, no, please. I mean, maybe you can just do like part-time, like really think about it. I mean, like you're making good money. We can make even more money here right now if you just stay. Like the job you guys worked at was the last one.
oh yeah,
Was that the last
Was
one
that
I
your
did?
last warehouse?
No, that wasn't my last warehouse. But that was one of the ones where you might have remembered Junior.
yeah.
Yes.
And I can't remember the guy that was above him. He was like the high manager. Both of them combined, and like my area manager for put away, were like having meetings of like trying to figure out how to convince me to stay and continue working there while I went to school.
Yeah.
Because that was the one where I took about 3 different people's promotions, which they were really, really bitter about.
So,
They were
probably-
really, really mad at me for.
Like, probably like Jake and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Seth.
They were really mad about it. Anyways,
Right.
But, like,
so that's
I've
a
had that,
temptation,
thing
right?
of,
Like,
like,
I could just go back.
let's just go back to that. Screw this.
I'm an excellent driver. Definitely an excellent driver. So when I did a courier job,
I turned it off.
oh, okay.
I turned my microphone off. Something picked it up. It wasn't my fault. It is off. All the way.
It's fine. It's funny.
Zero power.
Like the still got a screen. I keep giving him the one with the plastic screens on them. Ready? You can peel off.
That was really good.
Wow. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
I'm gonna need a moment.
My headache, I think, went away.
You need a cigarette. Like I was really good at it. Like
Yeah.
I was given one of the most coveted shifts that there was.
Yeah.
And I was able to. They kept giving me more and more stops to go pick up an extra stuff, and because I was just able to just keep doing it and stay under 12 hours, just because I'm good and I could cram it all in the van. But I know that I'm really good at spatial organization. Anytime anyone else ever tried to do that shift, they couldn't. They needed to have a second van. They had. Anytime I needed a vacation or anything, they had to get two different people and
cover
split up
your
my
shift.
shift and use two different vans. It was impossible for them to do it. So,
Yeah.
but I loved it. It was honestly one of the greatest, most enjoyable things. So even now I'm like, I might go back to like some sort of driving
Go get your
gigs just for a
CDL.
bit. And
Did you have to have CDL for that? You had a special.
I had a
permit.
medical CDL, so all that meant was that I was healthy enough to drive. That I wouldn't have a heart attack while driving or anything.
It wasn't
stupid.
drive big truck CDL. It
Nuh-uh.
was just a special thing for the medical courier stuff.
Yeah.
No, I've been awfully tempted to like just go back to being a warehouse worker and just cut budget and live in a townhome for the rest of my life because I'll never afford anything else.
Yeah, right. That's the thing too, huh?
But I
Because
just,
it's not like I'm going to get up. I'm not going to promote myself above like being like a manager at a warehouse, because that would require me to like interact and manage humans, which I don't do. I mean, I like had to have a meeting with someone today where I had to give like my feedback on stuff they were doing,
Oh, right.
like my coworker, and then I don't know if that went well or not on my end of things, but it happened, and it probably should never happen again. And so I'd be like stuck at that like lower position for just
Yeah.
ever.
Interesting.
don't know.
I'm gonna find another QA job. But that thought's always on my mind. Like, do I actually hate it? Is it actually just gonna suck everywhere I go? But I got a feeling that it can. Having that taste once, I know it can be good. I think that they were really just shitty managers. And there's a lot of them out there though. But, gosh.
See, I'm slightly different from yours in the fact that I've only had one really bad experience. It's just that my one bad experience has been really bad.
it's going very poorly.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have QA. There's supposedly a QA team, but they're not doing QA.
Right.
At most I hear from them is that they set up an automated load test that runs every Monday on my service. That's all that they're doing. Our stuff literally does not get QA'd, basically. The developer's like, yeah, this works. We write our unit tests and like we put it in there, we make sure everything's running, we run a few postman scripts like I got the response I expected. That's not QA. Engineers can't do QA actually, but a lot of companies are like, we can cut the budget by not having QA. Like, well, we don't know how to do it. So there's not going to be any QA. Because there's not somebody on our services going, what if I send a null character? what if I send it way too much data? What
Right.
can it handle UTF-8? What if I send it UTF-16? What if I... That's not happening. We're not doing that. We think about building things. We create stuff. We're not like, how can I kick over this sandcastle that kid made? That's not us. We can't do it.
That's what I love to do.
Right? But that's what QA is. And the companies are like, QA is basically like software development. I mean, we have unit tests, right? We don't need QA. That's not. They clearly don't know what QA is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's honestly more important for like end user facing applications themselves, whether that's web or desktop applications. My stuff that I build, it's not
for any of that.
It's not as important for what I do because a machine generated the data, a machine's consuming the data. The odds of a human mucking that up somewhere in between, there's not a human that's a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's not like they clicked something or weird or double clicked something or like added a weird character. Just like a mainframe could only handle ASCII in the first place. We're consuming it. A machine made it, the data. We're consuming the data. There's not really possibility, but there's web front ends and desktop applications that I don't think are getting QA'd. Companies cut costs, and one of the things they get rid of is like, well, let's stop testing.
Yeah.
We've got users, don't we? They're like QA.
Right. Yeah.
My company would have such a better roadmap of what needs to be fixed if we had a QA just going around and just like messing with stuff, figuring out what's broken.
They've cut QA everywhere.
Yeah.
Even just like discovery QA at my company would help them.
We had
so much.
at one place that I'm not too proud of having worked for. I left after not very long. But we've had a QA cycle. We had like 3 people on my team that was dedicated QA. There was like 4, 5 software engineers, 2 or 3 QA, and it was like we did a thing. We had a release candidate, and a week was spent where QA had that release candidate, and they were hammering it because it went out to real people who were going to use it, and it could not fail.
That was like my first job, yeah.
It had to be working. And so there was actually QA, and we had this very steady cycle of like, we stopped development on that release candidate, certain day, the whole next week, it was QA. And anything they come up with, software developers dropped everything and did whatever it is the QA said, because it's still got to go out next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going out no matter what, and so you will fix it, anything that QA comes up with in the next week.
Wow.
That's how my first place was.
Yeah.
But it was a
Right.
mobile app. It was for a tablet app thing that went out to users who needed it to work no matter what.
Yeah.
Mine was to the point where we actually had a QA. Each developer basically almost had their own QA person.
Oh wow.
At one point, most of the time it was like one QA had 2 assigned developers that anything they worked on, they QA'd. But it was very much so, they had a full week, and then if they found something, that was your next highest priority, because ours was medical software.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the same kind of thing of like, it has to work. And especially if we went to go do a release and the smoke test on release night revealed something, if it was your thing that was broken, you didn't have a weekend. You were just basically spending the whole weekend fixing that with your like QA guy, and you guys would just spend all weekend with any help you needed to make sure that it was fixed by Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gives me hope. Those sound like reasonable ways of doing QA.
But
Yeah,
right.
I
But
think they exist.
it's got to be for an application and not real back-end services.
Yeah. The one I there's one I was reading about today, where like they're saying that their QA guys will look at pull requests and test based on what's in the pull request. And I was like, isn't that just unit testing? Like, I could see you could start there and sort of go branch out, maybe. I guess that sort of makes sense. But, like, I was trying to understand, like, if you're, at some point, the pull request has to be, like, it has to be merged.
Yeah.
And deployed so you can, for, like, actual integration testing.
Yeah.
So you can't actually do all of QA if it's just in a pull request.
No, but that's where they start.
Right.
That's like an idealized situation where like the QA is part of the actual team and they're aware of what tickets are being worked on and what part of everything's being touched.
Yeah.
And if they know code well enough, they would see, oh, they've changed code in this module and I know that it's used in these 3 other places as well.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never experienced that, but it sounds idealized.
Yeah, that's very, very, like, trying to, do you know how much you would have to pay that person, though?
That is
Because of all the things they would have to know. Mm-hmm. All the things they would have to know to do that in that ideal fashion.
Yep.
You have to pay them a whole lot.
Yeah, they're essentially a software engineer.
Yeah.
There's a role called software engineer in test. That is basically what that is.
I've
So
seen
it's a
that.
software engineer, but
Okay.
they are very focused on the testing of the application. And they will do the automation stuff as well as they know the code well enough to know if something got touched, what else it impacted.
Right.
And so they'll be building while the rest of the Scrum team is working on fixing whatever it is or adding a feature. That QA is going, they know these are being changed. And so they're working on their plan for as soon as they're done. Their plan is to go and test these things because they know that those would have also been touched. I've never actually been in a situation where they did that.
Yeah. It sounds like a fantasy. As I've read, like, a couple job postings, I'm like, this sounds like a fantasy land and not really what's going to actually be going down.
You know what? Know where I've been.
I'm locked in.
Anyway, I'm locked in.
Me too. I'm locked in, baby.
Archers get a move and a ranged attack, and the guards get a move and attack. I'm at a speed of 11.
10.
42.
Go 10.
Okay,
Answer
you
everything.
heal it. Oh, sorry. Summon goes first. Summon probably moves up to here. Attacks Inoc for 4 damage.
It takes 2.
Oh, good. He's gonna survive this. And then, everybody heals for 2 at the start of their turn.
Yay.
And I attack which of these has the most health?
Has the most?
Yeah.
The normal.
Am I gonna make Trusty unhappy by moving away one of his chew toys?
No, you'll be fine.
I attack, because we also need to get rid of one of these traps. So I attack the normal,
Yeah.
who's cursed, takes, shit,
An average of 6.
he takes 8 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Damn it. That didn't,
Wait, how you did that from range? Wait, how did you pull that off?
Weird. He has these cards that allow him to attack from across the map,
he just
doing an
has
average
a-
of 8 damage.
He has a range attack that just does 8
that was
damage.
times 2.
He just casually throwing 8
No,
damage from
that's-
across the map.
That was times 2. It was not, that's not how it worked.
Thanks, Bard.
He was
Yeah,
supposed to
If
survive.
you hadn't gotten the times 2, you would have just gotten your +4. Is that a +4?
I'm not telling you. And since I'm not saying, and because it's a times 2, I've got to shuffle the deck. So you'll never know.
No, no, it's on camera. It's a little zoomed out, but I think it's a +4.
Same diff.
And the next one after that was the times 2. Bless.
Another times 2.
Oh, this is the best deck ever.
Such a broken deck. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's everything I can do.
Okay, it's not my turn.
You heal for 2.
Oh, good. Removes my poison.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add 2 to my attack. An attack that you knock.
I was gonna.
And this
spray
is
a trap.
dead.
Plan was.
All right.
It is now the archer's turn. And it's gonna want to move away from Krusty.
Yeah. Good luck.
And do a ranged attack against Krusty for nothing. And then it... Oh, no. It would have never even moved because it would suffer and die.
Oh.
Suck it. Okay.
All right.
And now it is Krusty's turn.
Well, that's fun.
Oops.
Oh, Krusty. What you gonna do?
It's all dead.
With all them traps.
It's all dead.
Should we just face tank a trap?
It sounds like you might have to.
Oops.
All right. Oh, we heal for 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Send me into the one in the corner.
This one?
Does that make sense? I
Sure.
don't know. I didn't really think about it. Okay.
You take these damage traps? Yeah. 9 damage.
Okay.
A lot.
That's a lot. I'm going to heal next time. So I'm going to do a stamina potion so I have a card to use.
Okay.
I'm done.
That is the end of the round.
Are you moving?
Me?
Yeah. Are you opening the door?
Yeah, I just go open the door. So yeah, I'm moving.
How
you
quickly
can-
are you opening the door?
You're going to have to go through me.
You'll have to go through me.
I'll try not to stick to your back as I jump over your back onto the...
I like that card. I really, really like this card. I'm going to pick one
I guess
more.
I'll bring my ranged attack with me because I don't know. I'm going to have to use my healing potion. I'm so low on health. Entering that room just face first and everything. Yeah, I'll use my healing potion. It'll be okay.
Oh. I could go open it.
I can open it. I'll just sit in the corner and do a ranged attack, and then hope that by the time you guys get in there, things will be coming after you instead of me.
I'm too far away.
No.
I can't. I'll work on getting near the door, is what I'm going to do.
Well, I'm hoping Krusty will be in there with me at some point.
Oh, what speed did you say you're going at?
4.
Okay.
I hadn't actually said, but that's the speed I'm going at.
Pretty sure you told me.
I need to change this. I actually wanted a different card. I need the one that lets me move. That way I'll go in there and help. Okay. I'll heal, then go in. So I'll go slower. I have chosen.
Okay. I am at a speed of 4.
25.
22.
Okay. So I shall move into this corner. And we get a whole bunch of things spawn
Yay.
in. So give me a second to input it all.
I love that for us.
More things.
Have you ever heard of a tensor?
I've heard the
TensorFlow?
word.
Okay.
I can't describe them very well.
I don't think anyone really can.
Well, the data scientists are supposed to be able to, but they also don't. Well, I guess it depends on the quality of data scientists. Mine, I don't think know what they are. They were taught what to type in their Python notebook
Yep.
to input the right script
Yep.
to get something, to make something happen.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
learning.
think they understand any of what's going on there.
The TensorFlow is
It's a TensorFlow.
isn't that what you guys are talking about?
The TensorFlow is like a library.
Yeah, isn't it an AI library for
Yeah.
Python?
Yeah.
What do you guys? You just
But
just
the
tensor?
but the
Yeah.
tensor itself is a data structure.
Oh, then okay.
It's yeah.
That's I
It's essentially
think it's just an array.
it's just
Or
an
a
array of
matrix.
numbers is all it is.
Yes, that's
But-
what I think it is.
And from what I learned,
Why they don't call it an array, I don't know.
It
They
drives
haven't
me
been able to
nuts.
explain to me what a tensor is and why it's not just an array.
it's
I assume they don't know.
well. Here's my other understanding of it, and I learned a little bit of them accidentally just by working with was it CSVs? Not CSVs.
That's a lot of oh.
Here are the guards coming to break up the back alley brawl.
What?
Do we have a problem?
Yes. That's not where they're supposed to be.
Wait, where are they?
These three.
They're just the ones that need to stay alive.
They will attack everything though. They're attacking us and them.
Oh, they're fine. We can just leave
And
them
if any
alone,
one
right?
of them die, then we lose.
My someone's not going to just leave them alone. Okay. They're
Interesting.
not where I wanted them to be.
And then I finished my turn by attacking the guard number 1. Well, actually, because this drops wound, I'm actually going to attack the elite Enoch. Because he's going to be a problem again. So I do 4 damage and a wound on him. And now it is the guard's turn. He gains an extra shield and an extra 2 to retaliate. Takes a wound. That's all he does. And it is now your turn, I believe.
At 22?
Yeah.
Well, I think Krusty moves on his own somewhere. Let's see what that does. Okay. And then we attack. Oh, but he heals for 2 at the start, which is nice. 4 damage.
Okay.
They're gonna kill the rat if I don't.
This is interesting. You think they're gonna come after the rat?
Yes, if I don't do something about it,
Shoot.
I don't know.
After his summon and him, the rat's next
but
closest
I'm not
thing.
allowed to kill them.
Not allowed to kill him. You can hurt them. They just can't die.
Oh, we just have to kill this other room a lot faster.
You gotta kill that room real fast.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to drink my...
So the cards I brought along are not for attacking. Because I didn't know what was going to be going on in here.
Bad guys.
So I'm going to start by healing Krusty.
Steal another donut.
Yeah. You should do that. Or, no,
Because
stop, thief.
Because I'm important and deserve stuff.
Takes this down to 5 hit points. Okay, Krusty's all the way fully healed.
How's the rat doing? It's the rat I'm worried about.
Yeah,
at the
we
moment.
just took all the health from the rat, but that's why he has health potions. So let's start drinking.
Okay.
Let's I guess we
So I don't know why, but when you took the box of donuts from me and held it like in the corner to like support it because the donuts were off center and all that stuff, there's this clip of, I think it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if you've ever heard of that show,
Yeah.
but it's essentially a cop, like a comedy cop show.
It's labeled a comedy.
Yeah, it's got some funny moments, but overall it's kind of. An
My wife
interesting
thought it
show.
was funny.
But there's these 2 guys that are basically just like
The two
idiots. The two fat idiots that just eat everything that they see, kind of people. And there's like an episode where they're like under review for whether they should be like detectives essentially, and they just can't deduce anything about any of the cases that they're handed or anything like that. But all of a sudden, the boss comes in with like a mystery box of like a sweet of some kind, and all of a sudden they're like, well, he's not holding it from the side, so it can't be brownies. He's holding it from underneath, but he's not holding it off center, so it can't be an uneaten box of donuts. Which, you know, if there were donuts, he definitely would have handed them out on the way here. Well, he's holding it with a little bit of heft. You can see his left hand is like way down a little bit, which means, and he's holding it from the center, which means it's got to be some kind of circular thing. It can't be a cake. Can't be a cheesecake because there's no condensation on the box. It's a little bit heavy, so it's got to be a pie. Well, it can't be any kind of pie because this officer's kind of strong and it's weighing down. It's got to be a meat pie. You got to like so they just like go through all this to do just because it has to do with food.
They become Sherlock Holmes.
And they guess like exactly what it is and like from what store recently around where it came from, and it's like suddenly there's something like Sherlock Holmes of the food being brought in by like the chief or whatever. I don't know why that moment triggered me to remember that.
I was holding it off center.
Because you're holding it off center. Anyways, sorry. Continue.
Half-filled donut box off center.
Yeah, this is, I guess, crusty attacks. I'm going to use the default attack on that.
Okay.
-2. That is 0 damage.
Nice.
Shit. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I have to do this. I'm using my ring of power. At the end of your turn, play 2 cards from your hand and perform an additional turn this round based on the new leading initiative, which must be later than your current initiative. Oh crap, what's my current initiative? 22? Okay, I'm now go at 48.
Okay. So the 2 guards gain additional shield and retaliate. And then, what was your speed?
25.
You're next.
Great. The summon attacks. Guard number 1. The problem is he's not allowed to kill them. He's poisoned and takes 5 damage.
So it takes 3 damage. Your summon takes 2. I'm not allowed to hurt him, so let's go ahead and poison him.
That was an accident.
Well,
It's an accident. A lot of things are going to happen to these guys that are complete accident. I didn't intend any of them. All 3 of them are disarmed. That was not an accident.
okay.
That's very intentional. I'm going to waste my best stun to move over here and bring in
Oh shit.
Green Birdie to go help you guys kill things faster.
Okay.
I can bring the ring back.
With what?
The pendant.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Or your 2 staminas.
I only have 1 stamina.
Oh,
I have a lot of other things instead.
fair.
And I'm unwilling to carry more little items because I like my
Your flying cloak.
I like flying.
Is that the end of your turn, though?
Yes.
Okay. It is now the Savas's turn. He's going to heal the... he's going to heal the Enoch. Which sucks, because I just basically just undid what I did to him. And then you said 44 is your next speed, right, OJ?
48.
You are next.
Okay. Hey, everyone who's watching, it's really good to see you. I just want to remind you that probably next week, if not next week, sometime soon, we're going to start streaming on the podcast channel, which is here. So, pretty soon, we're done streaming here, and all the content's going to be over there at Bro J Podcast. Okay. How am I going to do this? I think...
So Krusty first attacks the guard.
That's right. Yeah, that's 3 damage.
Takes 2 and you take 2.
What?
Just this round, he gained a shield and retaliate.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that.
I thought you might.
Okay.
Sorry, is this, wait.
No, I'm
I'm
thinking
talking to my HVAC guy about my water.
really. Oh, I'm thinking really hard. Things have to be done in the right order here. Okay, we'll use this card. I'm gonna attack him again. That's 3 damage.
Takes 2 and you take 2.
Okay. It's not a trap in the corner, is it? What's in that corner back
A little
there?
box.
It's just a box.
It's a box.
No traps in this room, besides the one that's back out the door.
There's no way to. There's not a spot where I can hit 4 guys at once.
Hit 3.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just move up, just 1, so I can hit 3 of these. Yes. And then I do have 1 more attack, so I'll attack the same normal.
Okay.
How much health does he have left?
8.
Oh, yeah, this isn't gonna do it. That's just 2 damage.
Takes 1 and you take 2.
Okay. Well, this is gonna get a lot of fun because now I attack all adjacent enemies.
Okay.
So we'll start with that normal. That's 5 damage.
You take 2.
All right. The next normal up. I heal 6 damage.
You take 2.
Cool. And then the elite. That's 5 damage, and it's immobilized.
You take 6.
Wow.
It also increased its retaliate and gained a shield this round.
He has a retaliate.
You did heal for 2 at the start of your turn?
Yeah, okay. I started at full
Okay.
health. I began that at full health.
And of course, that round is the round where everything he attacked had to retaliate.
Wow.
Retaliate's not good. I can't help you with those.
Well, that's fun.
It's especially not great when the Savas is just in the back healing that guy.
We're down to 11 hit points. So that's really fun.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's now the archer's turn. And they are going to attack me and Krusty. There's a third one. Okay. He can just attack Krusty. Okay, so first the elite for 2 damage and you're poisoned.
course.
And then the first attack against you is 3 damage. Then me is no damage.
Right.
Then next normal against Krusty, 3 damage. No damage. That should have been the other way around.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No, yeah. So that's happening.
And then these
Right now.
guys are all gonna be stunned for next round. And that is the end of the round.
They're stunned.
Yeah, you had stunned them at the beginning.
I disarmed them.
Oh, disarmed? Practically the same thing.
It's very similar depending on what they do. As
Yeah.
guards, it's probably the same thing.
Anyways, planning for the next round.
So I'm gonna need to short rest,
Me too, or else
which means my fate lies in
Do I long
somebody
rest?
else's hands.
I'm really good at this game.
I can long rest and just hope that
I can't. If
the rat survives. I need them to not get close to the rat.
Okay. You son of a...
You're the worst. Worst ally ever.
I really need this.
2 for 2.
I'm going to lose a health to keep this.
You don't need that.
Not even a
Yeah.
Dang.
That's probably the one I would have chosen.
All right.
It's an
All
attack
right, trader.
curse.
Try
thing.
again.
The trick is the very first card you see when you look over is the one you gotta grab. Is that another good one?
No. This is okay. I think this is okay.
Dang it, I put
I
all my
think
mojo.
it's okay.
I put all my mojo into that first one.
Would you be better at me taking away your shield or your healing?
Take away his shield.
Yeah, I think I need the healing.
I need the healing desperately.
Yeah.
The retaliate, because I can't shield through the retaliate, so it doesn't seem to be doing much
No.
for you.
Right. It is shredding me into
Oh.
bits.
That gives me a thought. I think I can help you.
Okay.
I can give you 3 heal per turn. We did that once before.
Okay.
Oh.
It did a thing.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh, but how do I stun those 3 guys again? Need to make them do nothing.
This card. Do I heal? I can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. I could heal.
So there's a big restructure of like
Do the thing. Okay.
basically my company's trying to like fix itself to make it look nicer for the company that's about to buy them. And so they're trying to like do all these things to like get their ducks in a row to make themselves look nicer after they like come in and start like doing heavier investigation towards like the data purchase. And one of the things is trying to like simplify job titles and stuff like that. So they're trying to like consolidate it so that there's like not a gazillion different job titles. They say it's to help employees see a career path at the company. That's definitely not what it is.
Corporate lies.
Anyways, there's a whole bunch of people being switched to a software developer.
Oh.
But what they really mean is to either say application admin or a software configurator is what they mean to say. Because their definition of a software developer is someone who configurates and integrates
They don't know what
software.
a developer is.
But their definition of software is not custom software because they don't like custom software. So it's really just someone that knows how to open up the settings menu and change things. And they're calling them software developers. So there's about to be a whole bunch of software developers at my company. And they even talked about one becoming like a software manager at this other place. He's going to build a software team, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys and these are pretty standard descriptions of the different things, and because they got to say software developer and they do this and this. It's a pretty standard description of the job. You guys all know what we're talking about, and I got one to raise my hand like, that's a real software developer. I don't know what you're talking about.
You keep on using that word.
I
I
don't
do not think it means what you think it means.
It was so funny to watch these. Everyone was like, yeah, like doing the like hand claps and like the team's call. You know, little
But there's a lot of
things,
people
like-
really excited to suddenly be software developers.
Yeah, make me a
this is-
CEO
this is
next.
really cool. It was just so funny. I was like, oh wow, okay.
I sort of understand part of that. Like, I had a job where I was, what was it called? The mission control operator.
Okay.
Okay?
You worked for NASA?
Right?
Did they call you Houston?
Sometimes, yeah.
SpaceX?
So,
I don't remember you working at either of those places. There was a guy with a mohawk kind of like that at NASA for a
Oh,
while.
was there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's claiming to be ex-NASA these days. That's like the in thing.
Okay, I should add that to my resume. Ex-NASA.
But yeah, that was one of those things where like, it's on my resume, but like,
North Atlantic Software Association.
you have to read my description to really
Yeah.
know what I did. And it's like, they should have just, because all it really was like, you could call it like an operations manager sort of, or
Yeah.
what's the other one? Workforce manager was very similar too. I had those responsibilities too. Like, and those are real job titles.
Workforce managers were not made up one.
Yeah. It was kind of like.
So I could see like, sort of like, oh, let's make these more normal titles that read well on a resume. That, you know, the company
No,
will
yeah.
know where to take it.
That does make sense.
But if they're just gonna make everyone a software developer,
Yeah, they're just gonna like, yeah, maybe a little bit too much consolidation, and then wanting to like feel like they have like a proper IT team by having developers a part of it is the other thing that it kind of feels like they're doing. I mean, I looked really cool on their PowerPoints because my name had senior software developer on it because that's the title that they inherited me from the previous company. So I'm the only senior software developer there, so I'm apparently really good.
you're really good at the settings menu.
Yeah, I'm really good at opening up that settings menu and looking around in it. It's just,
That's
it
brilliant.
was just so,
That's so bad.
it was fun. Yeah, I was just sitting there laughing at my desk. And it makes me think or like wonder what the other software developer that we hired recently that works with me,
Oh no.
like what he thinks of all this. Like I can't read him. I don't know whether he's like currently looking for another job or is just like accepting it or is just like so clueless that he's just kind of like drifting out there in his little area that I've like assigned him to. I don't know what's happening.
He's just along
like-
for the ride.
Yeah, it's like it makes me wonder what on earth he thinks of it all, or if he even cares. Because he really is just kind of drifting out there. He doesn't have to deal with any of the stuff I'm dealing with, and he's kind of barely doing the stuff that he's being assigned.
Well, that's fun.
But anyways, that was my recent job update.
Do you have a way of like assigning them developer tasks? I don't know.
Yeah, so like,
So now
Wait.
you can assign them, here's your Jira ticket. We need to we need to refactor this piece of code here that needs to do something different.
so the reason he has even been hired is, first off, there was the panic of, oh shit, Brandon's leaving. We need a developer there when he's left. That was the reason the job got past all the red tape at the beginning and got posted. And it sat there for 6 months with no one taking the job. And eventually they convinced themselves that I was suddenly on board. I haven't said that ever, but they've fully convinced themselves that I'm very happy with the way things have turned out and I'm sticking around for the long haul. That's what's going on in their heads. And so it turned into,
That's the body language they're reading.
I guess, I just exude that kind of energy.
Well, it's how the kids react to you. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. They read the body language and go, this guy loves stuff. Wants me
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Let's go
apparently.
talk to him. Hang out with him.
Oh, God.
He loves us.
Something about that. But then it became, oh, well, Brandon's always bogged down by like doing all these fixes and all this stuff. And they like remembered a conversation of me saying, I don't have any time to do discovery of the systems. I just have to go off of the knowledge I have. And if it breaks, then try to figure out what the heck it's doing. And so he is now in charge of going through and like project by project digging through it and trying to like document it. But that was the meeting review I had to do with him today, was like of the documentation he did. And basically what he did is he just went like file by file and just almost...
Please say copy paste.
No.
Okay.
But you know, like the auto documentation you can do that basically just takes the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not variables of the function.
Like the header?
The header
The
inputs.
declaration?
The inputs for the function.
Just all the arguments?
The arguments. There we go. He basically just took the arguments for every function, or like the main arguments for like each file in class. It's kind of hard to tell, and basically said, yeah, this file does this and has these arguments, and basically just kind of shortened the code down to like one sentence. And my first thing was like, okay, I like the detail you gave, but at the end of the day, I have no idea what the software is doing. If you asked me what this was doing, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And I need to be able to look at this document and be able to say, this is what this does. He's like, oh, okay. So now he's going off to go fix that, I guess.
He's like, oh, now I gotta know what it's doing.
Yeah. Essentially, he's like, I don't. That's essentially what it was. He's like, I don't really know what it's doing. And I was like, well, that's the point of documenting this. I need you to go find out what it's doing. It's like, yeah, it calls it these stored procedures, and it's handing off these variables, and then it's doing something with the data. I was like, okay, well, I need you to go find out what that is, so that way when I read the document, I know what it's doing. It was like he was like 50% of the way there of like making good documentation, and he came very confidently, like he had accomplished the task and was done and was ready to move on to the next chunk of software he was needing to investigate. Anyways,
So what does the application do? Huh?
it says sync in the name, so I'm assuming it does a sync of some kind of data.
SYNC or SINK? Because those are two different design ideas. In
Well,
software.
it says SYNC, but it's
Okay.
probably also syncing the company.
Okay, there's three. I didn't realize one of them could have a double meaning.
Yeah.
Has a double meaning in that.
It could be doing a lot of things. Anyways, it was a day.
That's
But I'm now part of a team of developers, which is good.
well. I want you to assign those developers tasks.
Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to talk to them.
They're software developers. Point them at the
I should
Git
ask to talk
repo.
to them and see
Point
what
them at the Git repo.
Wait,
and go,
you're the senior, so you're their manager now.
You're the manager.
Oh God, please
As the
no.
senior
I don't
software
know
developer.
what company they're a part. They're a part of different companies.
No. That you assign them. You say, here's the Git repo. What we got to do is refactor this and this.
Oh God.
Just see what you get.
No, because then I'd
see
have
what
to deal with the fallout.
Well,
And
don't
then the reason-
approve the merge request. Just see what happens.
I'd be lucky if they knew how to do
Yeah.
like a branch. They're probably going to push
They
everything.
won't
to
know
master.
what Git even is. Tell them, here's what you
I
do.
have to save like backup copies of the Git repo.
No, what you do is you tell them, here's how you do it. You send them to a website that has like a tutorial game on Git.
Oh yeah.
Does it sound familiar, Brandon?
Yeah, that'll
that-
take them a couple months.
So assign them that, like, okay, for you guys to start doing some code changes, some
that Git
software
game.
development,
Mine.
you're gonna need to be familiar with Git. Here, you guys all need to go. Here's your link. Go learn Git.
Okay, there are two people that if they ever decide to try to help me in anything with the code, I'm absolutely doing that.
Do what I
and
did to
they
you.
are gonna be on that for. They're never gonna get to the code.
Do to them what I did to you.
Oh God.
I thought I was being helpful, honestly. But getting your feedback on what actually happened.
Well, there's yeah. Well, Git is such a kind of a weird concept
Oh, yeah.
because it's so different from anything else that just being dropped in, knowing nothing about it, it was very much so like you're mostly syncing, and you're like, in my head, like working with Git would actually be working with those dots. And like making
Yes.
them and like watching
yeah.
them like move
Yeah.
in like some kind of software that I hadn't been given yet.
And there's no basis for comparison. There's no
There's
there's
nothing
no
else that does anything
dialogue.
like that.
There's no language where you can tell somebody Git is like
Yeah, because it's such its own thing.
Because, like, are you familiar with Source Safe?
This
and
is the
these other
game we
things?
need to make. And we'll make it like a phone game or like a mobile app game.
Learning Git commands.
That's what I sent him to.
You
That's what I sent him to.
Sort of, right?
Okay.
But you start by it would be like learning Git, but in a fun way. Starting off like what it actually is, right? Like how there's different parts of it, like the head, like the different pieces, and
That's
what
what
they
I
mean.
thought I sent him to.
Maybe at first describe that this is at its core a command line thing that has no user interface.
I may have
Right.
left
We should
that
maybe start
part.
off with that
I may
sentence.
have left
But,
that
like,
part out.
Yeah, start off with like it's like a game, right?
I may not have provided
where you have
context.
trees and
Yeah.
and you have to graft a branch from one tree into
That could be.
another right, and it starts off with a game. You go, oh, these are like gardening concepts, sort of, right? But then like you label them like familiar things,
Yeah.
like branches, and maybe slowly morphing. Go, oh, hey, guess what? Now you push this button and it has the command of how you do it. I'm like, we want to clone this tree with this tree. We want to make multiple of them and things like that. Maybe it's just a little mobile game we make. So
I
that people-
ban him from any design choices
Okay.
of this game.
Just because
Okay.
I didn't provide context the one time. The one time.
And then we like sell it for $1.
Yeah.
Like that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
How to teach software developers
And then
who are configuring.
all
specialists.
students trying to learn Git will just buy it.
Yeah.
And then we'll make $1,000 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. As long as it somehow integrates what Git actually looks like and feels like as you're attempting to learn it, I'm
See, that's why
all for it because
I only
I
know-
can't begin to tell you how disconnected I was from the real thing, following this dumbass GUI thing that I was then told to never touch GUI because that's a bad way to learn by the very person who's like, yeah, go play with these dots that morph together when you tell it to like just merge.
It didn't have on the right side where you're
No.
typing the git command?
No, you typed in a fake version of the Git command for like
Yeah.
the first hour you're doing the tutorial, and then it starts morphing in real Git commands, but never once tells you this is a command that you put into a command interface. Nothing in the entire tutorial says that, and then all of a sudden I'm expected to download an entire Git repository onto my computer to then upload my files to, and just expected to be able to do that and understand what the hell it's doing.
Listen, we made the partially a game. It worked. It worked quite well. And look what I've created.
A monster.
Look at how much. Look how great he is now. It worked. My plan came to fruition.
Yeah, I learned to Git 2 years later at school because I had to. I mean, you've taught a lot of great things and you explain things really well, but your
That one was
your
like
record on teaching Git is a black mark on your record for life.
that one was really like. I promise, at the bottom of this cliff, there's water.
It really was. And I was just screaming, following for like ever.
And it wasn't really water at the bottom. It was like water.
It's kind of
It's like
water.
Jello.
Yeah, something.
I expected at some point him to realize that I put a parachute on his back because there's no water down there.
It was like Oobleck. I hit it, broke every bone of my body, and then just started to sink.
It was real bad.
It's like water.
It's like water. Go.
So bad. I mean, if you understand the base concept of Git and what it is, that tutorial is really cool and is really helpful.
I bet.
But you have to. There's like this little snippet of knowledge, like your tower of Git knowledge that you have to have first before you go for that UI game. Sorry, I can rant and rave about that forever because I'm still a little bit bitter about how much into the deep end I was just shoved.
Just.
And I'm like, because the whole
way.
time I'm doing it, I'm like, why isn't this making any sense? Why? I mean, it's not like Wes would point me towards that if I wasn't confident I was gonna be able to get it. Why can't I get this? Why isn't it making any sense?
I maybe didn't provide background.
None.
None at all.
Hey, you know the problem you have about getting me the art files you've been making? This will just solve it. Here, figure it out.
Here's how you give them
okay.
to me. You can give me the art files this way. Here's Git.
Wait, this was part of the game you guys were making?
Yeah.
You just giving him art files that way?
Okay, so
So you
We
made
had
him learn...
We had 2 repos. Did we have 2 repos?
No, it was the
One
same
where
repo.
the art was there in a folder and the code was in a different place. All
Yeah.
the Unity
Yeah.
code was in a place. You had the
Yeah.
assets and this and I mean, the demo of our game is a game, and we've got this like AI monster moves around and it worked. Wolves attack, guys build stuff. It worked. So like due to the results, I must have done a good job of.
I guess you still had backup and version copies on their computer, despite being using Git,
Yeah,
which
well,
is a version.
I didn't realize that this was like so far before you went to like school and all
This
that.
is-
This
this
was
is-
way before when you guys
Oh,
did that.
yeah.
Was
This
way
is like
before all of that.
This is like 6 months to a year before I took my very first
Yeah.
development class.
Yeah, that's
It was way.
that's
off the
really
deep end.
shoddy.
I hadn't even learned how to declare a variable or what a for loop was.
Oh my
And
god.
I
Or-
pushed him into the Git.
Oh my
or what a function was. I didn't know anything about software
Did I
development.
not?
And I was like, hey, I've decided to go to school for software development. Hey, I'm making a game, and you know this art stuff. Let's just like start dipping your toes, and you can start looking at the code if you want to separately.
Yeah, here's
Which
the code.
You never told me how to open or what I should use to open it.
Oh, why didn't you ask?
Because I was so busy trying to figure out Git. Which I never got. Ever. How am I supposed to have time to open up this code if I can't even...
He produced really good results, so it must have worked. That's where I'm. That's where I'm coming
From
from.
sheer determination of like banging my head against the wall.
He did a git clone, git push, and commits and adds. He got the basics. It worked.
Oh jeez.
It was...
No software development background. No idea what source control is.
Right.
No basis from like Subversion or Source Safe or what's Microsoft's TFS or whatever.
It sucks.
No background from any of those. It's like here's the hardest one. And easiest it's weird.
The best source control, but the hardest software development concept to understand for the first time.
Yeah. It's not even a
The
software
hardest.
development concept.
Yeah.
I mean, you start off software development by learning a variable and for loops, and once you get past that, you might kind of understand code well enough to start understanding this like version control concept that nothing else in the universe uses.
Yeah. It doesn't relate to anything.
Nothing.
I still, like graduates, don't use Git well.
Well, even after you know
It's
Git,
still like-
if it's been 6 months since you've done a complicated Git command,
Yeah, the
you still have to like
complicated
sit back for a second and almost kind of like get a whiteboard and be like, okay, this is going to end up like this, and kind of like puzzle piece together and search up commands, even after you know Git really well.
A lot of it's like I did something wrong. I need to go find a higher power
Yeah.
to straighten out what I
need-
did.
I need to go talk to some forums and be like, please help me fix my mistake. Because it just gets that complicated beyond commit and push. Like to the point of like reading the tutorial and not understanding that it was a command, trying to figure out what the hell
What
commit was
what a
and why it
commit
was calling git. Those words were just nonsense that was like,
He's so
why the
angry.
hell?
He's so angry.
I'm
about it.
so angry about it. You guys gotta cut me off. So I'm gonna continue to like rage rant.
I'm locked in.
Hang on. So I was when I was writing some of the
I've kept it all
This
in.
is
up
the
until
most
this
mad
point.
he's ever been at me about anything
I've
ever.
kept it all in, and you've given me
It's
an
all
avenue to
coming
just
out.
yell at Wes.
well, there's the other side of this, I think.
Is there a good side?
So I was started to write some automated QA tests,
Yeah.
and one of the developers, we were actually in a meeting, and I was just showing them what I had written and stuff. And like, okay, great, we want you to put it in this branch. I'm like, okay, and I was sharing my screen, and like I know a couple commands. I'm
Yeah.
like, why don't you just tell me what branch? I think I know how to do part of this. And then he's like, see that button at the bottom? Just click that button. So at some point after I'd already copied their repo or whatever, and like
Yeah.
I click the button, and he goes, okay, there you go. Now whenever you make changes, you just click this button over here. And I was like, I don't like that. You tell me if am I rebasing? Am I is it rebase and push? What is this doing? Is it doing a pull and then rebasing and put? And he's like, just click
Trying to,
the
like,
button.
automate
He
it
doesn't
for you so you
know.
don't even have to think about
He
it.
doesn't
didn't know.
He didn't know, did he?
He's only ever used the GUI get commands.
And so that's the opposite side that pissed me off. Like, how can you just push a button and not know what it does and just hope it did the right thing?
Especially with the software
in
that's
Git.
so unforgiving for just
Oh
doing
my
something.
gosh, that was very stressful for me. I'm like, because
Yeah.
I've done these things, guys. I've got the terminal, but you want me to? What's the method that you guys use? We push this button.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a weird divide of like people that are like command line only or GUI only. And I'm like in this weird in between of like I kind of do a mix of both because I see like the high benefits of doing and knowing both. Because there's like some great GUIs that like really nicely help you visualize like the tree and branches and stuff that you've got like set
If you
up.
can visualize, if something will visualize
It
the
is
branches
really
well,
good.
if it's a complicated code base.
Yes.
I haven't been in a complicated code base that requires that kind of stuff for a long time.
My first code base was like that, and using something like source tree is the one that I really like for visualizing. It was super helpful.
And get cracking.
I never used
I
Git
never
Kraken.
did. I didn't use that. But like, my current code bases are all split into, they're so well split into their own domains of microservices that I don't have 5 people working in one code base and them having to go, okay, we're going to merge this first, then this first. If I merge at this point, does it have his changes in this branch? It's like, no, no, you're in this service, you're in this service. Next sprint, you'll be in this service and this service.
Yeah.
So like I don't have to have the visualization in my current job because I've split these guys up well enough and split up the services well enough that like they're not all stepping on each other's toes. I'm like, who changed this function last? Do my changes go in first before yours? Oof. Like, that stuff sucks. And you have to have a GUI to go like, okay, I branched off of his branch because I needed some of his change, but this guy, other developer made this change in here first and he merged first. Mine's got a conflict with that. So if I merge into here, how am I going to have to resolve those? Which ones do I need?
Yeah. Mine was like we have like 5 developers working in the same code base that all need to have their own separate branches, and then alongside in that code base you have the different release candidate branches and stuff like that. And it was fun to navigate.
I prefer to manage my way out of it instead.
Yeah.
Instead of being in that situation in the first place, I prefer to just design and architect it such that it's unlikely we ever hit that.
Well, it was less the code base was complicated. It was more of just like everyone was working in a single application code base.
Right. And I would have split that into different libraries and modules so that they could never really step
fair.
on each other. My answer is to not get in that situation because it sucks. Like, okay, who's our cherry pick expert?
Yeah.
Who's the guy who's going to repace this and cherry pick the right things for the next 3 hours as they try to bring in 3 weeks worth of work from 5 developers? Like, I once spent 4 hours one day rebasing something because I was working on a next iteration of something while they were still progressing on the old one. And I was like, okay, I'm done. Now let's bring it all together. It took me a day.
See, the nice thing about the one that I worked on was the code base and application was big enough that none of us were working in the same area of code. Yeah. So it was very rare that we would have to like
that right.
have
That's
like
at least split up enough.
Like have changes like fight each other. It was more of just the complication of like when did this branch start or end, or like for looking back at stuff and which ones we properly need to merge into to where having the visualization was helpful. We
Yeah.
luckily didn't have a ton of
Then that's
code conflicts for
then
merging
that's
and stuff like
modular
that.
enough because the conflicts suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I concur.
Anyways,
Oh, we should probably pick
I'm locked in.
cards.
Me too.
Am I fighting everything again? Oh, I'm healing. I have to heal. Sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I can keep the rat alive for 3 rounds.
Without him being touched.
Yeah. Kill those guys in 3 rounds.
you were long resting, weren't you?
I short rested. You drew
Oh,
my
short
cards
resting.
for
That's
me.
right. That's right.
I'm still in there. Okay, I'm gonna heal and do this. Okay, I'm locked in.
I sent the bird to come help you.
Okay.
Really, you have to.
Archers are doing a move and a range attack. The city archer is doing a move and a range attack. Enoch is doing a move and an attack and strengthening himself. The bandit guard is doing a move and an attack, strengthening himself. The city guard is doing a move and attack and strengthening himself. And then the Savas is doing a move and a ranged attack, and all allies and enemies adjacent to the target suffer 2 damage. And its attack does both poison and wound. Oh, he just always does poison and wound.
You gotta kill that guy.
That sucks.
You gotta go.
Do I need to do something different?
Him.
I'm at a speed of 2.
I'm at 11.
18.
Well, I was going to jump into here, go invisible, and then disarm all of them. Or these... Actually, I was going to go for these 3. Or I don't do that and go disarm the Savas. But I think maybe just like saving us from straight damage from a bunch of things might be the way to go. And I just tank whatever the Enoch is going to do to
You
me.
do heal for 2 though.
That's right.
It's gonna be really close, I think, me saving Krusty.
Okay, so
It's Harry.
Oh, I can't go invisible and do this. Okay, because I'm not going invisible.
Are we healing for 3 yet?
Not yet.
I'm going to move up to here,
You heal for 2 right now.
and I'm going to disarm and attack all those things. So the first archer takes 4 damage, is disarmed. Actually, I can't do the disarm there. The next one is no damage.
No.
And then the Enoch is
Knowles out of the way.
5 damage. And I take 4.
That's not sustainable.
No, but
He started with more health than you. You
but we
can't.
have to give him
You
that.
can't. You can't go that way. You mathematically, he'll win this.
But he is disarmed. Actually, I'm gonna use my sword and add wound to that attack, so he's wounded again.
Nice.
And hopefully he keeps it this time.
There. Okay.
And it is your turn.
Okay. Now, you heal for 3 at the start. Oh wait, my guys, those go first. Oh shoot. Okay. We're gonna lightly touch the city guard. Just gently brush him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Only 4 damage.
That's 5 with the poison. Oh wait, no, that's only 4 because he has a shield.
Okay. This guy, he's probably closest, right?
That's not a doorway, but
Oh.
it'd probably kind of work.
Attacks, I guess guard number 1 probably. Mm-hmm. And we do want high damage over here, so that's 6 damage.
It is dead.
Squish.
Okay. Now you'll heal for 3 at the start of your turns. And I'll move back up here, and those 3 are stunned.
You're stacking your stun. Okay.
Oh shoot! Because
Fair.
You went twice between their turn, essentially, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Christy,
I
you're at
can't risk them
18?
doing something.
You're next, yeah.
And I can't attack them. They might die.
So Krusty will attack the Enoch.
Okay, I don't have to reshuffle. Nope. I heal for 3 for everywhere. Krusty is no longer poisoned, which is nice. This guy gets healed all the way up. And then we attack. That's 4 damage.
You take 4.
Why?
Because he has retaliated at 4.
That's not really that great of news to hear about from you right now.
He's been saying it for the whole scenario, though.
Yeah,
To be fair,
that elite Enoch always has had a high retaliate.
that guy that looks like that has been doing this to you all scenario.
Yeah, but that's a different one.
Well,
This one's Fred.
he probably has the same number even. I
It
bet
actually
he
is.
just picked it up and set it back down again.
That's actually accurate.
So he doesn't even look that different.
I'm going
It's
to
more like he teleported after he died.
lose a card then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not in love with
Did
that.
you heal for 3?
Yeah.
I got rid of my poison.
Oh, yeah, that I can't
Yeah.
do more than that.
So I'm going to try to heal now. Or I
Can I
take
heal enemies?
No.
all of the rat's health.
Because all heals are a target for an ally.
I move 13.
They're not just whatever you target. It's an ally target.
17. I'm back up to 17. I could choose
Can't
to
heal that guy
I
so
could
my
just,
guy doesn't kill him.
even though I have attack all adjacent enemies, I could choose just to not attack one of them, right?
Correct.
Cool. Let's just attack the normal over there.
Okay.
Ooh, Earth. Okay, I could use that. I generate Earth. Times 2, baby! That's 8 damage.
Nice. He's got 3 hit points left in case you want another.
Okay. Shit. Alright, I gotta drink this health potion for the rat. Just right now, just in case. You never know.
The rat will be alive for 3 rounds. He probably wants health to heal the bear, though.
Right.
Yeah. The rat will be fine for a little while.
Yes, but I'm just gonna do that now. So I forget.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm done.
I shall protect you.
Okay. It is now the archer's turn. Those 2 normals are disarmed, but the elite will still attack me, which is what we all really want. And it's going to attack me for 5. Okay, I still have 5 hit points. I can spare.
Not if you attack that lead.
You took away our shield, right? We
Yeah,
gave
there's
that
no,
up for the other heal,
there's
right?
no shield
Okay.
anymore.
That's it for the archers.
Kind of hoping some curses help.
The city
They're
archer
not.
is going to attack your summon.
Nope.
Oh no, he's stunned. That's right.
I'm a moon.
I lied. The Enoch, however, is disarmed, but he will still strengthen himself, as well as suffer damage from the wound. And then the bandit guard is going to attack Krusty for nothing, but will strengthen himself. And then the city guard will do nothing. And then the Savas is going to attack me. Jesus Christ.
With everything.
I'm going to have to lose a card. Because he's going to attack me for my exact hit points. And then I'm also poisoned and wounded.
Yeah.
So that's
That's great.
Great. And then, but that elite archer suffers 2 damage because of that attack he did. And that is the end of the round.
How much health does this guy have?
Trouble. 6, and he's poisoned.
Eesh. Okay.
I have to do a short rest.
Have to.
Who wants to choose my fate?
Me. Oh, it is only 1 card. I want 3 cards.
Wow. Well, there's another card I'd rather lose. I do kind of just like all my cards. I can't really afford to lose hit points, so I guess that's just what I'm losing. Okay. Now, except Krusty's hurting just about as much as me, isn't he?
I got back up to 17, but that's not going to last long.
I'm gonna go invisible, but disarm everything around me again.
Okay. One, two, three.
Because I can't afford to take that range damage from those 2 guys in the back again.
Freaking retaliated this guy, man.
To discard this guy. He will ruin the whole scenario for us.
Oh, if he's gonna kill that dude.
Yeah, he'll kill him.
Yeah, at this point he can one-shot him. Based on his track record, probably will.
Yeah. He needs to just not. Nothing can attack them anymore. It's too scary. I want him to go help in that room, but I can't. I don't know how to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop him down. I could. Okay. How do I set that up? I'll freaking exhaust if I do this. 4. Stun.
Oh, what if I do this? Then
I need to get this right, and I can do it. I can help you guys if I do this order correctly.
Use this.
If I stop them, run this way, drop my summon, and then run back.
Oh. And what, like use like your band or whatever to do
Yeah.
another move action?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Or did you ever have the band?
Oh.
No, but I can use the pendant to get back the ring of taking 2 turns.
He retaliates too hard.
And
Wait,
my
what does the
summon
little
back.
statue thing do again?
This guy will keep a summon alive from
That's
taking
right.
damage,
That's right.
which I surprisingly haven't had to use. They only lightly grazed this guy, like 3 damage or something. I was a little shocked. So
That's
if
what happens
I,
when we stun lock them for.
yeah, I'm just trying to stun lock these 3.
Well, even the starting guys we stun locked
Yeah.
for like forever.
Yes.
I'm locked in.
And there was a lot of them. So your disarms and
Yeah, me
my
too.
stuns, they were not doing anything. But I still, if I can put my other summon back over here, there's a chance of killing them before the rat dies. I hope. So let's do this. And then next turn I'll try to give you the summon.
Okay, here we go. We're all locked in.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on. They're currently not stunned, right?
Correct.
If I run over there,
Oh,
Stun.
is there Earth? I think I just generated
Yeah,
Earth.
there's Earth.
Good. Okay.
The Zavos double generated it as well.
Oh, okay.
Zavos will often generate Earth.
Ooh.
I think it'll also generate fire as well.
Are you doing
You
a
can
disarm
technically summon.
or stun?
Yeah, the 3 around me are going to be disarmed,
Okay.
and I'm going invisible. Unless we think it's more beneficial for me to go disarm the 2 elites in the back, which I can also do. But I figure disarming the 2 to help maybe keep Krusty alive from those 3 might be better than disarming just 2.
How about
Unless you can disarm them, then I can go disarm the back 2.
I'll stun 2 of them. And you deal with the back 2, then it's just these 2 against Krusty and 2 summons. This
Okay.
turn. But I can only do that for 1 turn because I got to get back there.
Okay, I'll go disarm the back 2.
So I've got to get back there to keep Rat alive. Okay. Oh, this works.
Okay, here we go. The Enoch gets a move and a ranged attack. The Bandit Guard gets a move and a ranged attack. City Guard gets a move and a ranged attack. The Zavos, all enemies suffer 2 damage. Just all, period. And if there's fire out, it adds wound to it. And if there's earth out, it adds disarm to it.
Yikes.
And there is earth out right now. So unless that gets consumed before his turn, we'll all be disarmed.
Okay.
The Bandit Archer gets a ranged attack, and the City Archer gets a ranged attack. Which, no, never mind, because I'll be disarming him. But that's not an attack.
That's not an attack. He's just like suffering everybody.
He's just suffering, so he's going to be able to do it anyways. So my disarm's doing nothing to him. So maybe I should stay where I am.
Unless I consume the Earth?
Unless you consume the earth. Well, he'll still cause us to
Still gonna
suffer
hurt
damage.
Oh.
We just won't, but if you consume the
Yeah.
earth before him, we won't be disarmed as well.
He'd have to
Right.
be stunned in order to stop him.
And I don't have a stun.
What's the range on my stun? Okay, hold on.
I'm at a speed of 2, so I gotta decide what
I'm at
what we're
9.
doing.
I'm at 32.
I can't.
Yeah, you're before everything.
I can't stun him.
Cool.
I can't stun him. We can't stop him.
So then,
I'll at least consume the Earth.
so is it worth it for me to go back and stun those 2 at all? Because I'd just be stunning the 1 archer.
Right.
I mean, I guess I would be getting a hit on both of them, which is good. But is it? I guess what I'm asking is, do you have an alternate that you can do, or should we just stick with the plan we were doing, and I'll go back and disarm that 1 archer, and you'll get 2 of those up there?
Okay, I'm just gonna do things slower then. I think maybe you still disarm these 3 is still probably better. I'll just stay in. I'm not gonna take 2 turns this round. I'll just stun them and then come drop my summon.
Okay.
So at least start something for next round maybe.
So I go invisible. Oh, but I do heal and get rid of my wound and poison. And then I'm going to attack everything around me, disarming them all. So first the Enoch for 5 damage. And I take 4.
I don't think we fought a Savas like this before, have we?
We
I don't
have,
remember this kind of
But we fought very few. There's technically 2 different types of Zavos we can fight. This one's the lava one.
This is nonsense.
And every single time it's felt like a mini boss. Because he'll actually, there's 2 different things he can summon as well. There's 2 different demons he can summon.
Oh my god.
And so it's like, is it a toss up of whether he's just going to be pummeling us, healing everything around him, or just summoning like crazy? Is like the 3 things that thing does, just like to the extremes.
He's gotta go.
I mean, I hit the very first one of these in this room really hard, and one of those just instantly healed him right up and fixed him completely. Anyways, that guy's disarmed, and then I attack the 2
That's terrible.
archers for 4. Hey, times 2. 8 damage to that one. And then that is it for me, but I am invisible now. And then, oh man, I'm tempted to get my healing potion back instead of one of my stamina potions. Just because I'm so low on health. I think I'm going to take my pendant and add a curse, but then get my
You need some
my
healing.
major, my healing, and while I don't have poison, use my healing to get 7 hit points back,
Nice.
and then I'll use my stamina once I have 3 cards to actually get back. But then it is now your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to stun those 3 again.
Mm-hmm.
Then default move to here. Use the pendant. Take a curse. Get back the ring and the summon, who I drop on the ground here, and maybe he can take 1 round of the retaliates and kill it. Hopefully.
Did you have summons that needed to go before you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy goes. Who's faster, this guy or this guy?
The guard is,
Is that this one?
or the Enoch one. Sorry,
Enoch is.
everything's a guard or an archer right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bad word
So I'll
choice.
drop this guy instead. Okay, he attacks the elite for 4 damage.
It is dead.
Okay.
Yes.
That retaliate would have killed that thing.
Jeez.
Too fragile. Except I could have kept him alive with this. Okay. That's not so bad.
Now we just gotta deal with that Savas.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You guys got the rest of this. I'm going to run back to the rat. But I'm done.
Cool.
Okay. What speed were you again?
32?
You are next.
All right.
Krusty's gonna attack that guard.
Okie dokie. I'm going to heal a lot, first of all.
You heal for 3 too.
There we go. That's very nice. All right. That's 3 damage.
It is dead.
I was wondering if that would happen.
Thank
Okay,
heavens.
then.
All
So
right.
that makes things different.
This is perfect.
You kind of had a surprise Enoch death.
Well, this is
is
I'm not
perfect.
going to complain.
If you guys
just
have
different.
this, they're not going to touch the rat, I think.
Yeah.
I'll complain for you.
Okay. I think I have to move Krusty. So
We're all going to take 2 damage. Be prepared for that. Don't take a bunch of health from the rat.
no, move Krusty over to there. That's fine. And then I guess I'm just attacking the one guy. So I'll consume the earth.
I consume the earth.
A ×2, baby. That's really nice. That's 8 damage.
Oof, it be dead.
Very cool.
Look at us whittling them down and then wiping them out.
Oh, okay. This bless. Okay, I need to think about this. Krusty's not as bad off anymore. Where's he gonna? He's still just gonna go after this archer though. Down here. Oh, Ring of Power. I still have my ring left. At the end of your turn, yeah, I could just use 1 bottom action. I, Krusty,
The third.
right? Because he's like died twice.
Yeah. And has never been desummoned. He's just always existed. Except for the 2 times he's died.
I'm gonna use the ring.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be such a crust of, sweets on the fur. He has to build it back up every time.
Let's use.
Okay, that's canon now.
This game has such great lore.
I know.
Surprising.
The amount of stupid lore we've injected over the different characters has just been great.
Oh my gosh. I can move him 3 spaces. Let's move him all the way back to the bad dudes. Yes.
I took my finger off the piece, so now it's there.
Okay, now I can attack one of them.
It's chess rules or something like that.
Now,
Was
one
that
of-
an actual chess rule or just a playground rule that someone once told me and I took as fact?
well,
I think
it's an actual
I
chess
think
rule.
it is a
Is it a real chess rule?
Like it
Okay.
does. Like you can move it, and as long as you still touching it,
You haven't finished your turn or whatever.
you can
finalized
still go.
it.
Oh, I now see that this was a bad move. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's at like pro level or I know I've seen it at some level before of a real thing.
But people love to
Fair.
apply it to everything.
Fair.
It's sort of like almost a universal unspoken rule.
I didn't take my finger off it.
Yeah. Okay. Is one of these guys not gonna hit back?
Nothing else has a natural retaliate.
I'm trying to figure out decide which one to attack.
Kill the freaking Savas. He's
The
terrible.
archer has got
Has he done anything to us yet?
15, and the Savas has 35.
What? 15 and 35?
You really need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Reducing enemy numbers versus at least starting on the big bad guy or
All
it's the
right.
same.
We start on the big baddie. Here we go. Ooh, a heal. Ooh, I generate earth. I generate more earth. We're so earthed out. That's 2 damage.
You generate Earth?
I-
Okay.
Yes. That's. What was this card? I don't.
You guys did more deading than I expected.
Yeah. There's a lot more things dead this round than I.
I'm gonna
I
drink
could have just stayed over there.
my last stamina,
You deaded them all.
and I'm going to get 2 cards back. I'm done.
Okay. It is now the guard's turn. They can't do anything. The city guards. The Savas goes and will consume the earth.
Oh shit!
Did you regenerate Earth?
I,
He
oh
he
shit!
did.
Come on now.
Wait, that's this guy. I thought it was the other. I'm all right.
You went before everything.
I thought it was the other guy that was gonna do that.
No, it's the
Okay.
Savas.
I got confused.
Now all of us will suffer 2 damage and are disarmed.
You know,
This thing's dead.
that's what we get.
2 damage here.
And that includes
Disarmed.
the archers.
Oh.
And the
Can I have a disarmed
Guards.
symbol token thingy?
do you not have one over there?
I only have one because I usually don't have.
Such a problem.
These sort of things don't happen to me.
Such a problem child.
Like, why am I being disarmed? What did I do to deserve that?
I am proud of you for knowing what the symbol looked like and the fact that you knew you didn't have one though.
I almost asked you if it was this one. If it was this one.
The strength one?
Like, that looks like an arm. Surely that's it.
God. Okay.
Magic hand. What is that? How does magic hand mean disarmed?
It's jazz hands because
Jazz hands.
doesn't it have like little
It
shit
is, yes. That's disarmed.
Yeah.
I don't make no sense to
Okay,
me.
now the archer That one's disarmed. It doesn't do anything. But
You're cursed with jazz hands, so you can't do anything. You drop your weapon.
Elite will attack Krusty at disadvantage.
I'm just stuck doing this.
For Krusty takes 7 damage and is poisoned.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. He got a +1 and a +2, so he took the +1 at disadvantage. Then the archer goes and can do nothing, or the city archer, and that is the end of the round.
You have any? No reshuffles. That was not great.
How much does this? Is that one of the archers? I gotta kill this guy. Oh, and I'm disarmed. I can't kill this guy. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have that card with me still?
I believe in you.
I can do my just point and die thing because that's not an attack. I just have to summon my little falcon figure. Look at me being all innovative and shit. Right? Did you get dirt on my table?
No, stickiness went all the way through the paper towel.
Okay.
I'm cleaning it up. My donut went through the paper towel.
Sounds like you didn't do a very good job.
I should have doubled it. I did not.
I hate being disarmed. All I have is attacks.
Well, just Krusty's disarmed.
Wait, everybody's disarmed. No, but he's
But-
only disarmed for his turn.
But Krusty's only disarmed for his turn.
Is a command an attack?
Doesn't matter.
No, but just for Krusty does his turn.
Oh,
And
the
then
rat
it's
is
your
also
turn.
disarmed because everybody disarmed.
Oh, the rat
Right.
is disarmed too.
The rat is a character. In fact, it's my
right.
main character.
Rat,
Krusty
you're
is a summon.
the rat, and Krusty is not. Oh, okay. Shit.
Every scenario
Is the command an attack?
Ah, that's a really good question. If I had
That
my
is a good
glasses, I would
question.
read this.
That's like
that
Google
seems
worthy.
weird.
Hang on. Let's see. It's on here
I don't think that's
somewhere.
just in the rules somewhere.
well, I mean, like looking up to see what other people do.
Yeah.
Gloomhaven, Beast, Master is a command and attack.
In addition to Beast Tyrant, has specific command actions which allow the bear to perform abilities instead of the Beast Tyrant, with the Beast Tyrant controlling the action. With the Beast Tyrant controlling the action. I think this, I guess an action is a more broader term, isn't it?
But disarm is just an attack action. It only stops attack actions. You can do other actions.
Like command a bear to
A
attack.
command is not an attack.
I think a command is not an attack action.
Oh, sorry. I like slammed my microphone.
Yeah, I like grabbed mine earlier and was like playing around with my beard for a second. I was like, oh shoot, hold on.
Sorry. I think. But I think here's the sentence that is the needs translation, right?
Yes, they can still use command because command is not an attack. Assuming that the bear is not currently disarmed when the command is being issued.
That's true. And he's
The bear
not.
may do an attack.
Yeah, because his disarming is over when the bear's turn's over.
Yes, because disarm only affects attack actions. Any other action can be performed. And since the rat is not technically attacking anything, it is commanding something else to do an action.
That's the way I read it too. Okay. Then in that case, we're gonna beat them senseless. Like
On
that.
the very last scenario, we are still having to like
We're still.
search things for rules and shit.
Yeah, this wasn't just a gimme.
Because
you're broken.
breaks so many
Yeah.
things. Okay, I'm locked in for the round.
Yep, I am.
Me too.
Okay. The city guard is going to gain an additional shield and then attack with poison. Bandit archer does a move and a range attack. City archer does a move and a range attack. The Savas does a move and a big range attack, and all allies and enemies adjacent to it. Adjacent to the target. Oh, I did that thing wrong last time. All allies and enemies adjacent to the targeted attacks suffer 2 damage. I did that wrong last time. Oh well, I don't remember if I was near anybody when I got attacked.
Huh.
I'm at a speed of 4.
14.
18.
Okay.
Oh, that would be like the mice of like Craghart's boulder drop thing, where it like did one thing, but everything else suffered.
Yeah. Except this guy didn't get kicked out from the civilization.
He didn't get kicked. He's good at it.
Yeah, he's good at what he's doing.
Yeah.
I am going to pop out my little falcon next to this guy, and then point at him, and he dies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
You did.
And then I am going to move so that I'm ready to attack things the next round.
We're about to play pinball with this guy.
I think that is... And I will take my stamina potion and get...
Did you heal as well, or were you poisoned or something?
No, I healed.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
It's at least double digits now.
And then now it's your turn.
Did you heal for 3? Okay. Heal. He's disarmed, but he's still just going to move forward. I am going to fly back and disarm those 3.
Nice.
It's really nice juggling you've been doing.
Yeah, no kidding.
For real.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Jeez.
Never seen the missus move so much.
For real. You usually I can't move anywhere.
I'm
I stay
definitely
here and don't do anything.
I'm definitely not doing half of my abilities.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just burning my bottom action, which should have done like curses and blesses.
Yeah.
And I threw away, I think, a stun.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's all right. This is doing its job.
Yeah,
Me
true.
moving is somehow confusing them.
Okay.
What speed were you at?
18.
Okay, the city guards go next, but
Or-
they're disarmed and can't do anything.
Okay, good.
Or I was 8 all along.
Unless you wanted to go before the archer. Did you want to go before the archer?
Only if they're gonna try to move.
Yeah, he is going to try to move.
I would need to. I don't want them leaving.
So you go next.
Okay. I use my boots. All right. Yes, we're right down in there. Krusty attack something. Oh
He
wait.
will attack the archer.
He's no longer poisoned.
Oh, he was disarmed on his turn, though.
1, 2, 3.
The batteries are lasting a lot longer today, I think.
Yeah, I think they must have
Like that
come.
first.
Yeah, they must have come in a weird charge the first time, and but fully charging them. Mine hasn't even gone down at all.
No.
Yeah.
3 bars.
So these probably last a really long time. Okay, so now Krusty's no longer disarmed. The rat commands Krusty to attack all adjacent enemies. We start with the Savas. That's 5 damage.
Okay.
Then we attack the other one. Ooh, I heal. I like that. The other one, I do 5 damage and a wound.
Okay.
And now I pick 2 targets and attack those 2 targets.
Which two?
Okay. Oh, well, let's do the Savas and the Archer. So we'll start with the Savas and do 3 damage.
Good choices.
Okay.
Shit. And the Archer, I do 3 damage.
Okay.
And I'm all out of tricks. That's it.
Okay. Now the archer's turn. And it's going to try to attack me. Which means he's going to...
Can he fly? Oh, he moves through his
He
buddy.
can go.
And then he's going to attack me
Okay.
for no damage. He suffers a wound. City Archer can't do anything. Then the Savas is going to try to attack me. He's taking a step back and is going to attack me at range. For 8 damage, and I am poisoned and wounded again.
Oh no, that's a lot.
Just desperately trying to hold on to hit points. This whole
Yeah,
scenario.
you're down to like
I've been at
a
like
handful now.
I'm at 4 right now. I've been dancing between like 8 and 4 for most of the scenario somehow. He generates earth doing that. And then there's nothing around me, so nothing else takes damage. And that is the end of the round.
Well, let's make him regret where
Okay.
he moved to then. We're going to make him regret.
What do
I need a short rest
do?
to keep what's going on happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I stay here, stun them.
He generates earth.
More
I'm gonna use this earth
curses, maybe. Help you guys over there.
I think I might. I have a big attack. I could put wound on. Do a big attack and put wound on the Savas, or I could possibly kill the archer. Which one do we think is more useful? Are you doing like a multi-attack again this round, where you might kill the archer anyways?
What are they at?
6 with a wound. So you only need to do 5 damage before it'll kill itself.
Yeah, I'll probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I forgot Christie's attack will probably.
So I should probably go for the Savas.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Just don't get hit again.
Theoretically, everything should be going for Krusty and your summon at this point. But this is my only ranged attack, so after this,
Really
I have to get
should.
back into their face.
Okay. I will.
The
Okay.
problem is I'm not going to heal. I'm just going to be getting rid of my poison and wound on my turn.
Is it helpful for me to come disarm these two as well? What's your health as well?
This round, it's more dependent on Krusty's health. It's the round after that where I have to get back in their faces that might be useful.
I can't heal Krusty as rapidly as I start off being able to. So this is a little concerning that he's at 13 now.
Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the rat's health point pool is, but that situation still needs to be like being handled. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we can still lose. I can still lose cards, whereas the rat needs to be kept alive still. I would assume.
I can be really aggressive and have none of them do anything to us this round, but it puts me to where I probably only have like 3 or 4 rounds left, and you'll stop, and you won't be getting healed anymore. But I can make them not attack and them not attack.
Whew.
I think we can take.
You
a
good for one round with
of
those
damage.
guys?
I could probably take a round of damage.
Okay.
Because theoretically, your summon should take one of their attacks if you're going
I
before
hope so.
Krusty.
Yeah.
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 Unless he does like a multi-attack or something.
Where everybody suffers.
Yeah. You locked in?
Yeah.
Here we go. The archer gets a move and a ranged attack and creates a damage trap in front of him. Or adjacent to the enemy, sorry. No, in front of him, close to the enemy. Okay. The city archer does a move and a ranged attack and also creates a trap. The city guard gets a move and an attack, and the Savas does a move and a ranged attack that can target two things and generates fire.
Nope.
That's a great attack for him.
Actually,
have
no, he's
this
still
round.
probably just going to attack a couple summons. All right. That's still fine.
No, he'll attack Krusty in one of your summons.
Yeah. But not you.
No,
you
not
can't
me.
handle you can't handle it. You can't handle that.
I have a speed of 16.
14.
23.
Go 14.
Okay. This summon moves forward and attacks.
Oh, it might just go for both of your summons.
Really could. The Savas
Actually, yeah, he will.
for 6 damage. And then,
Is that a ×2 over there?
yeah.
Nice.
To help him get to his average of 6.
I got,
At all
I got
times.
there. Those 3 are stunned. And give them 3 curses.
Okay. I just realized that other summon in that room is mine.
That one's
not
your
yours.
summon, not mine. He gonna get hit. Probably.
I forgot he was mine.
Because I think you're next. So it's these 2 that are actually gonna about get slaughtered.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, the archer goes next. And it is going to attack
Krusty is adjacent.
Krusty, but he's going to move over here. Putting a damage trap right there. But attack Krusty for 4 damage, and Krusty's poisoned.
Son of a.
But he also suffers a damage.
How many curses do they have now? After the 3.
They have 8.
Okay, good.
It is then the city archer's turn, and you disarmed them
He's
or whatever.
stunned.
And then it is
stunned.
my turn. Do I go after the city archer now to just get rid of one more damage source? Now that he's stubbornly moved away from Krusty.
Yeah, that was rude of him. Now I can't do anything.
And he can't get back. Because now you're blocking him and there's a trap. He's pinned
that-
himself in that corner.
Yeah, that was very rude. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna attack him now.
Yeah, it's just whether I do more damage at disadvantage or possibly just enough damage. A regular.
But he did give me another weapon.
You have a pull.
I have a
Right?
push I can use if I can get back to that card.
It's
here.
not a full damage trap. It's just a 3 damage trap.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a little wimpy trap. So I'm gonna take a
Is yours is a push?
It's a push.
Okay.
Yeah.
and attack this archer. Come on! Oh, thank God, it's dead.
There we go.
Just enough. Oh, my summon attacks the Savas for
Their attack isn't very good, but they can fly.
3 damage, and he's muddled. And it is now Krusty's turn.
Alright. Krusty, no longer poisoned. Rat heals for 3. Alright, got that out of the way. Krusty attacks. Times 2, baby, that's 4 damage.
Nice.
Let's use this. I consume the earth.
Okay.
Attack him for 5 damage.
Nice. He's got 7 hit points left.
Okay, I attack him again. Doing 3 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Home stretch.
Yes.
We did it.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh,
Is that the end of your turn?
yeah.
Okay. Now he's gonna go after our 2 summons. However, he's going to just take a step back and do it. So first my summon.
There we are.
Nothing. And then your summon. 4 damage.
And I decide it's none damage.
Wait, it's also poisoned and wounded.
Okay.
I imagine you don't negate side effects, just damage.
It suffers no damage.
Yeah.
I accept. That will not stop him.
And then it is the next round.
Yay.
Now I just gotta murder this guy.
Oh, I got a short rest.
There's a chance that I don't
Got it.
stop those guards before they go this turn.
That's okay.
So you're,
We're about
what you're
to
telling me is I need to panic.
No.
No, we're good.
There's just a chance that they may be able to attack me.
You'll be fine, right?
Probably.
We don't care if you get attacked.
I'll be all right.
I don't care if he gets hurt.
I'm probably fine.
Okay. Here.
They will finally get to go for the
Choose
first time
my
this
fate.
scenario.
No kidding. I think they've had 1 round of doing something.
No. I
No, did
double
they-
stunned them once.
Didn't they
and then-
hit your summon? I thought they attacked your summon once.
No, I got rid of him.
Those poor city guards have just been. They came in to like break up a brawl fight and had just been stun locked in the corner.
By a bard. They've been wait, what's best is the name of the card that I keep doing to them. Provoke terror. They're frightened.
They're scared to death of you.
They're in that corner, frightened to death of taking one step past that barrel because I'm here. Sometimes I wander away, but sometimes I'm back.
But then you show up out of nowhere. They're basically experiencing Five Nights at Freddy's because we've just got hallways and you're just showing up out of the hallways, scaring the crap out of them.
No, I'm still here, playing my songs.
Do 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 do.
God, I don't think I can play those games. I had someone try to convince me to play them the other day.
They seem too high anxiety. I don't want to be like did I check that? Did I check that?
Yeah. It's more anxiety than fear.
Well, it's anxiety and jump scares.
Yeah.
I don't
And,
want
and
it.
it's actually a really smart formula because
it's
the
a
jump
great
scares
formula.
are
It's
worse
clever.
when your anxiety is so high. And yeah,
The
it's
newest
brilliant.
one is less of that. It's more of like suspense, wander around kind of scares with a little bit of jump scare.
You move out of
Is that the
control
one that's
room.
first person or something like?
Yeah,
that?
you're actually like wandering around in a world of like a massive like multi-story Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Is essentially what it is. It's the one I was telling you about that you might actually really enjoy.
Okay,
where like
maybe I
one
will
of the
try
like
it.
levels is like going through one of like the jungle gym ball pit play areas. But you're like wandering around with those trying to like turn on generators, and anytime you leave one of the bunkers, there's like a guy like this lanky guy that's trying to like catch you and stuff like that. So you're having to like go in between them and like turn on things. And Freddy is technically, I don't know what happens at the end, but from the beginning, Freddy is your friend and is like helping you, trying to like escape because you've essentially went into this amusement park and it like closed for the night, and you're like stuck slash staying inside of it. And he's like trying to help you like escape the building or something like that. And apparently there's like multiple different endings you can go for. And, but it's like it's very different from all the other ones that they've made, where
Wait,
it's like
is
you're
Freddy
like
the
in a
bear?
spot. Freddy's the bear.
Okay.
But like all the other ones, like you're in like a spot, either like checking like cameras or hallways, or like sometimes turning. There's like one where you're like in a bedroom and you can like go hide under the covers and then go back out.
There's
and check
like
the
weird
doors.
lore, like that. There's ghosts haunting the bears, like
There's a
and
lot
stuff
of
like
lore.
that. So like Freddy's actually like the spirit of some kid or something, and
I don't know.
Who was murdered in the ball pit?
something like that. I don't really know. Don't
I
quote
don't know.
me.
I don't want to play them.
There's something like that.
There's a lot of like off-screen lore that it has been
Yeah.
like generated for that game,
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
It's clever.
No, it was like a
It's
really
not for
clever,
me, but it's clever.
very clever, smart formula that the guy did. Yeah.
First, we need to buy fastest card.
I'm
Let's do
locked
that. All right, I'm locked in. It's a race to win.
Yeah.
Let's see who wins this.
Archers do a move and range attack. City Guard does a move and attack, and the Savas does a move and a range attack, and that allies and enemies around the target suffer 2 damage.
Okie dokie.
Big one
We
that keeps
got
messing
this.
me up.
It is over.
I'm at a speed of 2.
14.
You gonna kill him?
I'm gonna try to.
He's gonna end it.
I'm gonna move up. Add poison to him. Oh no! Wait, hold on. My summon goes first.
Oh, your summon wins.
Oh, great.
The,
Thanks.
the 2 damage bird summon. Oh.
Does 3 damage. Dang it! Almost kills him.
But blocks the spot for you to get near him.
I can hover over a trap.
Fly.
Oh, you can fly.
I would take a 3 damage trap and go down to 1 hit point to attack him. I add poison to him.
Oh, seriously?
No! Shut up.
Not now.
But he is poison for you guys. God damn it! I almost finished
Oh,
it.
you had it.
Yes!
That was my kill to take. Damn it! Is there anything I can do? I don't have any other cards
have
that
a
do
ring?
anything. No, I don't have any of the fancy stuff you guys have.
Yes!
Damn it!
Robbed.
Oh, and that's just Pierce. Nope. Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's it. My turn. I think it's your turn
I'm
next.
25.
Oh,
Well,
no.
14.
Krusty
No,
kills
Krusty
him.
kills.
Krusty.
Krusty goes.
On his own natural turn.
All right,
His basic attack.
Krusty. Hiya!
No. Damn it.
2 damage.
It's dead.
Da, 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 da.
You could have gotten a -2 there and still
I
killed
could
him
have.
with the poison.
Oh, true.
Nice.
Yay!
That is
That-
every scenario.
That is the
we got
entire
10 gold
game.
and -3 reputation.
I believe you.
We lose reputation.
Oh,
that's
wait.
right. What's our
Reputation's
reputation at
important.
these
Yeah,
days?
we want to lose reputation.
Okay, minus 3. 1, 2, 3. That takes us down to -13. That is kind of our best. -13 is as low as we got.
Dang it.
Nice.
We never made it to -20.
Oh. We're not bad.
We're not as evil as we were good with the other party.
Sadly, there was no treasure chest to try to steal from this one.
No. That is... We have beaten every scenario.
Wait, we did this one? Sunken Vessel?
Yes.
I just don't remember that
That
spawn
may be
pattern.
one of the first ones that we unlocked, I think,
Oh.
as a random unlock. No,
Oh,
but
then I
we
remember that one.
couldn't do it until we had underwater breathing or
Oh,
something.
that's right.
Is that one?
Map to treasure is the only requirement.
Okay.
I just don't remember that's like you can spawn anywhere along this wall thing, but I guess we did that.
Actually, that's one we did unlock at some point.
That does sound familiar. I do remember the name Sunken Vessel.
You know, that tune, so great.
the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the
Level
victory tune from Final Fantasy. Isn't it just anytime you beat a battle, it does that? Or is it only level up? I get it may depend on which Final Fantasy, and it might not be in all of them.
I think it.
It's when you beat a battle.
It's at the end of each battle. I'm not.
Well, it depends on which Final Fantasy. Some of it's when you level up. I think in the Final Fantasy 14, it's only when you level up. Or
be.
win like a bossing, like an encounter fight, just like
that's
random
fair,
world
yeah.
like fights.
Because
It's
in
trigger.
like 11 or something, there wasn't like set fights. It was you are walking around, kind of open world-ish.
Oh,
It wasn't as whichever one that won where you could do AI for your
the road trip
companions.
one, where you're the guys on the road trip.
I never played the road trip one.
Open world. I forget which one that one is. Anyway,
I bet those ones don't have a distinct like. Here, the battle's over. Let's play the tune. The tune.
Possibly. I don't know.
I didn't play.
But it is
very
like
many
a
of them.
classic sound.
I
That
love
for the
that
longest
tune.
time, I didn't know what it was from. I just knew the tune.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's from this game. Fair.
It's a Final Fantasy thing. All right. Well, they're disarmed
Did you want to pick up a coin?
and stunned. No. No, I don't.
well, now what do we do with our lives?
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know.
Guess game night's over.
Game night's over.
It's so funny how the purpose of game night, because I remember like initially, I guess it was probably all three of us that were initially talking about it, but I remember it was like, no, because it was after you came to the ranch with me one time, where it was, at least for part of it, was basically just you and me.
It was just me and you for last day or two.
Yeah, because your family like left early, and we just like
We played
like
we
during the
fished.
day, we fished in the morning, fished in the evening, but like during the day, we
Played video
basically just
games.
played some of your like long board games, and like we could just leave it up, and like come back to it the next day, and we're like, I think that sparked the conversation of, let's try to figure out a way to do this.
Yeah, and I was telling Andrew when I finished the remodel, that was like the timestamp for it. It was like, when the remodel's done, I don't have to work on this at least 2 hours every night, right? Because I was doing that for a couple of years. Every night was
Yeah.
remodel. Like, when that's done, I'm going to go back to like a weekly D&D night or something. It was like, I'm going to weekly have some sort of game night, whether it's I find a D&D group or something. And so once the kitchen
But-
was functional, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do?
And
But
you
like-
searched and searched and had to settle for us.
Yeah.
I settled for Brad.
But like-
and OJ. Yeah.
But the initial
I
thought
couldn't
was
find.
like, the initial
I
thought
got
was to take
rejected
your like
from
catalog of board games that you have on your shelf, and like systematically go through those. And,
I
like,
wanted to do that,
and like
yeah.
with those, and then this one showed up, and we played nothing but it since.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was gonna be. I just bring different board games.
Yeah.
I thought we'd
And,
play
like-
Thornwatch a lot.
Well, it was like a board game might stay up for like a couple weeks because it might take us 3 sessions to beat it, and then we'll pick a different game.
Yep.
And it might last like a couple weeks being left up.
Yeah, because
And that
some of
just
the ones
never
like
happened.
Battlestar Galactica, which take me like an hour to set up and stuff, I was like, I haven't played that in like 10 years probably.
I had a dream about that the other night.
So I'm like, I wanted to bring that one. I'm like, we'll play that one, but we'll have to leave it up because it takes so long. And
Well, and then the other thought was, even after we chose this one, because we had the cool organizers, if one night we just want to, we could just put this away
Yeah.
in the nice organizers and set up the other game,
Yeah.
and then bring this one back out. And then
We
that
sure
never-
could.
And that never happened.
we sure could do that.
Just none of those things happened.
It was beneficial for when it was at my house because we couldn't leave it out.
Oh yeah, it's true. It did really help for that.
Early on, we could not leave it out, so we really did have to spend the time to put it away, and it was taking so long to clean up.
And this organizer really did help with that.
Yeah. It was just way too long to clean up. But here we don't have to clean up because, like,
Yeah.
who cares?
who cares about
Nobody
anything?
cares around here.
Nobody uses this table. What would I use this table for?
Yup. That was it.
We've done it.
Fun times.
So we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
We'll have to play it by
I mean, if
ear.
nothing else, we can play a random scenario.
We can play the random ones. I want to go fight the dragon at highest difficulty.
Oh, we could do that.
I want to fight the dragon at highest difficulty.
We actually never did that. Should we go try that? Fight the actual
dragon?
big bad boss at like max difficulty?
Yeah, I don't even really remember Gloom or that fight. I don't remember like the
remember
actual big boss.
Yeah.
I don't remember that
Well, I
fight at
can't.
all.
Was the big boss the one that? Because there's been a couple bosses that have like a really neat mechanic to where if they get the specials at like a reasonable timing,
Right.
it could easily become like a really big problem.
There were interesting ones
But
where
just,
like,
like-
they moved around,
He didn't-
teleported into
But just like
things.
each time we ran into one of those, they had like the worst luck in timing their specials.
Yeah.
One of them we actually replayed and it was a little bit worse, but we still beat him. The one where he like teleported all of us to him.
Yeah.
Because we replayed
Yes.
that one and it was like way worse the second time.
Yeah. He was difficult. He
But there was,
became
like-
difficult.
I think it was the dragon that had like the little monsters he could spawn
We couldn't touch him.
that were invincible. That would
Yeah.
just like if he kept spawning those,
Yeah.
it was just going to quickly become a big issue.
Yeah. I think Gloom, if I remember right, there was like a storm. We had to go into the eye of the storm to fight him, and it was constantly doing damage to us, like every round the whole time. But the fight against him wasn't even anything else.
I don't think it was
Nothing
that
special
remarkable.
happened.
Yeah.
We just killed him pretty quick, and then it was over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Our party has a surprising amount of damage output when we want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. We want to fight the dragon on highest at least.
Okay.
Well, let's do that
Yeah.
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Fight the big bad dragon. I'll put his HP in correctly.
Yeah.
That'll forever haunt me. I'll be sitting in the old folks' home losing my mind, and I'll still like be telling my nurse as she comes in that I set their dragon's HP wrong.
There's only like 30 hit points. Should have been 70.
Okay, YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for surfing in.
Telling it like it's a war story that I like survived or something.
Yeah.
All
All of our
Bye,
adventures that are only in our
But
head.
there's that link I put in chat. You could probably still see chat. That's to our podcast. And then starting very soon, probably next week, all these stream is just going to go to that channel instead of this one. Instead of the Bingo Bob channel. So go subscribe there or whatever you do. I don't know. Hate subscribe. People do that.
Yeah.